Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where you have joined the usual crew for the first time in 2 weeks, as we have been off doing some side quests. So, as a quick recap, since it has been a while, when last we were with our intrepid heroes, there was an absolute bloodbath at Growlhund Manor. Many servants killed, many... were they Zins?
Black Network.
They were Black Network. They were an offshoot of the Zin. Many Black Network personnel also murdered in cold blood, but the Lord and Lady Growlhund survived, seemed to be excited that Whistler was there, believing him to have been sent by...
the Castle.
The Castlelanters.
None other than.
Mm-hmm.
None other than.
None other than the Castlelanters. And so with that, our heroes fled out the window, exactly like Erstal Floxen, the large assassin of the Black Network, did. They escaped just as they heard the city guard approaching. And that, friends, is exactly where our adventure picks up tonight. In the distance, you all start to hear, spreading throughout the city, bells. Loud bells ringing. Bling, 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 bling. And the electricity around the city seems to change. As you all are kind of ducking and weaving between some alleyways, you hear shouts all over the place and marching of mailed boots as guards are rushing towards, frankly, this grisly scene in a very wealthy part of town, which is not something that happens every day in Waterdeep. Above you, you hear the screeches and cries of griffins, which are normally very reserved and very graceful, but you look up and you can see wings folding in as they dive down. The city is on fire. And what do you all do right now? You are about 3 blocks away, and you can hear guards all around you.
We're on our way to the crypt, right?
You are.
Do the griffins that were above seem to be coming towards us at all?
They do not right now. I'm imagining where we pick up, you all are sort of huddled in an alley a couple blocks away, figuring out what the hell you're going to do post the flight from Growlhund Villa. So why don't we pick up right there? You all, this is the scene, you're underneath like a... essentially an outside stairwell. You're sort of, huddling underneath these iron stairs, peering out, and in the distance you hear guards shouting, and above you you hear griffins crying, and again the bells are spreading out. You first hear them fairly close, and then more and more distant kind of in all directions as the entire city seems to be brought to high alert.
We should not walk as an entire group. I think we should probably split up. Staying close to a group of people right now would seem strange.
2 pairs or all alone?
2 pairs would work, or 2, 1, and 1.
Either way, make sure, and he kind of like sheathed his trident as best he could. We don't look like we were involved in anything.
And in fact, you all look pretty rough. Some of you got worked over pretty good, Whistler and Hydaarion. Your clothes, I think, are fairly tattered. Your wounds are mostly sealed up, but you are covered in dried blood. Some of it yours, some of it your enemies. You guys certainly look like you've been through the ringer.
I will look around and then speak in Infernal, just... And I will make myself look slightly different than the Lord Growlhund, since I studied his portrait. I'm basically looking like nobility with my once-per-day disguise self. I'm going to...
Sweet. You all see Whistler's form change as he disguises himself.
I will just straight up go invisible.
Okay, you cast invisibility. All right. And it's fortuitous that you do, for not moments after this conversation, a guard passes by, looks over, sees the 3 of you huddling, and says... "What's your business here?" And he kind of looks around like he's looking for the rest of his company. Plants a spear on the ground and just eyeing you very suspiciously.
Well, we heard the bells and we were a bit worried. Tell me, what are you doing to stop this? I mean, I look like nobility. Right?
Absolutely. Right? Roll deception. I'm going to give you advantage on it.
Oh, yeah. That's a 23.
Okay. He immediately stops, gulps kind of hard, and looks behind him and is like, I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't notice you there. Could be wise to lay low for a bit. Apparently there's been an attack in the North Ward, so just be safe. Keep your bodyguards around you. Forgive me again for intruding, my lord.
I'll look a little huffy, but yes, I'll let him go.
All right. He again kind of nods and quickly rushes off to rejoin his platoon that are heading towards the North Ward.
That might be a good enough story on its own.
I do quite like that. Both of you don't draw your weapons, but have your hands on your hilts and stay close to me as if you are, in fact, my bodyguards.
This is...
Sounds good to me.
Enid,
I don't have to be his bodyguard.
You hear a disembodied voice say.
You'll be my invisible bodyguard. I'm sure that many nobles have it.
Well, your second invisible bodyguard.
Oh, that's true enough.
Says the voice of your imp on your shoulder.
Oh, you're dating DeVito.
Kiss his little tiny leathery cheek that I imagine is kind of puffy though, like kind of cute.
Like almost
Just-
cherub-like.
Yeah, almost cherub-like, but just like fucked up cherub.
Yeah, like a cherub but with scale skin. Yeah, he kind of pushes into it. Nobody else can see, so he doesn't know that he actually likes
Just
it.
cat-like.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Cranio Dad. First RVA hookup tonight. We have 3 remaining from the previous session, so as a matter of fact, you guys have some re-rolls. Advantages. As you will remember.
Advantage.
Some pre-rolls.
Yeah, some pre-rolls. That is pretty damn good. I like that.
Divine pre-roll.
That sounds really tasty, I'm not gonna lie. It makes me a little hungry.
I made divine pre-rolls. I wish we had a dungeon mom. I wish Mom could come down and bring us snacks like the old days.
Den mother, dungeon mother.
Hey, you guys playing your Dungeons and your Dragons? I made divine pre-rolls.
Thanks, Mom.
It's like crescent rolls with like weenies inside.
Pigs in a
Some
bowl.
cocktail weenies.
I love it. Okay, so here you all are in this alley. Whistler, you're dressed quite fine. Or appearing to be dressed quite fine.
We know the general direction of the cemetery.
I think you do, and you do still have your detector.
I think we'll just head in the general direction first before we bring out an odd piece of machinery.
Yeah, you know that the City of the Dead is on the eastern side of the city and pretty adjacent, I think, to the North Ward. So you can head basically due east. And so you do. And
acting a bit as we get in there, looking afraid, stopping both of them.
I love it. You start to get into a busier part of the North Ward, and you, in fact, hear some criers, like town criers. And you even see one as a horse races by you guys, its feet just pounding the cobblestone. And he stops, and he rides up to this crier, and you see the rider in this tri-corner hat, like, lean down and talk to this woman who's, like, leaning up to listen. She's got this white kind of dingy apron on and one of those classic, like, huge handbells. And she listens to it and kind of... And then she starts ringing, and it's just like, attack at Growlhund Manor! Bloodbath at Growlhund! And people are sort of like taking notice now, like turning to each other. You see couples out, this is the North Ward, so people are out kind of shopping or running errands or just generally socializing. But people are sort of starting to turn into each other. And you guys have the creeping sense that, man, this is big. Like, you were at the nucleus of something that is affecting all of Waterdeep.
I wonder how long it's been since an attempt was made on a noble's life here.
Don't think it happens often. Also, the law will be closing in, I'm almost positive. Not just there. There'll be investigations. Numerous investigations.
Do you think this will overshadow the investigation of the fireball?
Yes.
We,
A poor flower girl and a blacksmith died. That's it.
unfortunately, none of us have alibis.
Nope.
We were just like the rest of Waterdeep. We were out for a stroll.
Buying onions.
We cannot be the only ones who are out and about during this time. The city is huge.
True, but we are the ones who are out that are also being scrutinized by the law currently.
Ah, yes, Mr. Blastwind.
And no one saw us out anyway.
Either way, we'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. We need to get Sibling. We need that stone. It's right there for the taking. We're so close.
We should continue and try not to draw any attention to ourselves, I hope.
All we need to do is draw the right attention. Look over there. Is that something over there in the alley? My gods! And just keep moving.
I'll let you make a, let's do a performance check for that. At advantage. You were dressed the part. People are already panicking. You're preying on what they already have.
It's an 18.
You see a small contingent of guards, but it's all right, sir. We'll check it out. And they run off to the alley. Because 3 of them kind of run towards the alley. The one in front draws a short sword, and they kind of creep into the alley.
Just keep moving.
This town is on pins and needles.
Okay, so without further ado, it takes you all only about 20 minutes. You continue to make a show of being who you are. Enid, of course, you're completely invisible. Looking above you, you do continue to see Griffin cavalry, and as you look in the direction you've come from, they're doing wide circles, and you in fact see them sweep low above the rooftops. It's actually kind of beautiful if it weren't also kind of scary knowing they could potentially be looking for you. But you look back and you see 2 of them sort of like in formation dive down, and they're clipping rooftops, and one of them even comes to kind of a heavy landing on one of the pointed roofs, and the griffin kind of lands there and sort of takes its bearings before pushing off, and its wings kind of spreading out and pulling it up into the air. It's kind of a lovely sight, other than, again, you're like, oh, shit. All right. You all arrive at the City of the Dead, like I said, about 20 minutes later. And you get there, and there are guards at the gate that you've come to. I imagine the gate looks a little bit like, well, I guess I won't give a local reference for everybody. It's got about 10-foot-high brick walls, and the brick appears to be relatively thick, but at the top it's sort of enhanced, like it's got that brick, I don't know what that's called, that sort of A-frame of the brick, like Maymont's walls. And then you see big iron gates, huge iron gates. But you can see, in fact, you get there just as a guard is wrapping chains around him and kind of locking it up. And you see him lean in, and he's talking to one of the other guards, and she's like, I gave a sweep and there doesn't seem to be anyone left. And he's like, good. Well, I guess we'll keep an eye on things, make sure no one else enters, and sees you all approaching.
Excuse me. Why is the City of the Dead being locked up?
She kind of pushes her face like almost through the bars, and she's like, forgive me, my lord, but with the news of the attack, many of the watch and the guard have been rerouted to the northward to protect some of the nobles' estates. Consequently, the lords decided that we would close the City of the Dead, given that we can't adequately protect people and their loved ones here. So I apologize for the inconvenience, but there is a crisis going on.
Are we expecting the dead to come back to life and rob me of mine?
No, sir, my lord. In fact, the primary issue of the City of the Dead is quite the opposite. Grave robbers, you know. They are, well, it's a grisly sight, sir, and it's our job to protect the fallen loved ones.
I've come a very long way today in a crisis to pay my respects on the anniversary of the death of a friend, and here I am locked out. I'm afraid to go home.
I understand, sir, and I am terribly sorry. Hopefully things can get resolved quickly and we can open back up before sundown. As you know, our hours are until sundown. So, forgive me.
I hate to interrupt and be rude, but does this mean we're not getting paid considering you paid us to escort you here?
It'd be costing me a pretty penny, but there seems to be nothing to protect me from, as I can't actually do my errand.
So we've wasted an entire day here.
Yes, we have indeed.
The man who's on your side of the gate kind of turns her, and she kind of looks at him and is like you can tell you've gotten through to him where he's like, come on. But her body language seems to imply like, can't.
The gate is locked. There's
a chain around the gate, and the brick wall is about 10 feet high. Now, that being said, there are long stretches that aren't guarded, but it is daytime, and this is a busy part of the city, so...
But I'm invisible?
You are invisible. You could very conceivably climb over.
Things that I'm touching are invisible as well, right?
Like objects that you're holding, yep.
I would, who has the...
It's in my backpack.
The beepy boopy?
I would,
The what?
The beepy boopy.
Oh, okay, the beepy boopy. I have no idea.
The pee pee poopy?
Yeah, okay.
You know, the...
Yeah.
It
doesn't. You can't pass through it. You can only look through it. Is that what you're thinking about? The oil.
No.
No.
The tracker.
Yeah. I had no idea what you guys
You
were
didn't
talking
get
about.
that from Zip Zoop
No.
and Beepy Boopy?
You
No.
invented that thing!
Yeah, well, I didn't call it that.
Boopy.
You invented the beepy boopy. I want that on my tombstone.
Councilman Steven, inventor of the beepy boopy.
1983 to whatever. You invented the beepy boopy. Yes.
The fantasy beepy boopy.
Yeah. You could grab the fantasy beepy boopy from Hydaarion's backy sacky.
Don't judge me. My reward is the beepy boopy in heaven.
Oh, God.
Right now.
Don't pee pee poopy on my beepy boopy.
I will grab
I
the
hate all of
fantasy
you.
beepy boopy device from Hydaarion's backy sacky.
Okay.
From his sacky backy.
I refuse.
All right.
And I will take it and just...
Yeah, you kind of feel one of the satchels being undone, and for a second probably realize it's Enid, and you lift it out, and it goes invisible as you grab it into your hands.
I can't cast other spells while invisible.
No, you will lose your invisibility if you do.
Actually, I don't think he would think it was Enid. I think he would think it was the imp. I don't think he would think Enid would rifle through his
Okay,
stuff.
fair enough. How do you react?
I
You
think-
feel the flap on your backpack opening up.
If he at all
Back flap.
if he at all looked like he was gonna get uncomfortable, I'd kind of tap him or tickle his shoulder, do something.
I think if
Yeah.
that happened,
Okay.
he'd be all right.
Yeah,
with
fair
it,
enough.
but-
You're sort of like,
But how do you definitely know it's not him?
You don't.
you feel a scaly cheek.
Yeah.
So I would take the beepy
Yeah,
boopy
the
down
beepy
and
boopy. Yep.
enter through the gate where it's not being guarded or
Gatey weighty.
yeah.
So are you going to completely abandon the party?
How
Because
far?
you're at a gate right here that is closed and locked. You can't see any other gates. They're at least a couple of 100 feet down. And will likely be guarded as well. I mean,
okay.
it's reasonable to assume that you're they're locking it down and guarding it.
The wall is brick and only 10 foot high, so fairly climbable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what if I hold out the device? What is it showing?
Well, it's invisible. Actually, that brings up a good question.
Shut
Can you see your hands? Or are you just when you're invisible, trying to grab something oh God, I can't see it.
No, you have to be able to see it if you're holding it, right?
I don't know.
We're going over
Yeah.
I guess that means is invisible tricking them, or is it on?
I think it's
acting
more
on
than
you?
reasonable that you see sort of a Frodo vision, shadow of it. So yes, you do see that it's pointing into the city of the dead. I mean, as you point away, it widens back up, and the beepy boopy closes and then opens as you sort of.
It does a beep and then a boop.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It alternates between beepies and boopies.
You said the is only 10 feet high to scale the brick.
Yeah. Yeah.
How hard would that be?
That would be an athletics check of difficulty 15. Actually, 15. No, I said 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet, because you could sort of run and get your foot and kind of climb on. So as you're pulling that down and testing it, the guard again just is terribly sorry, my lord. There's really nothing I can do, I'm afraid.
I mean, is there no escorts we can have? I mean, is it honestly just the two of you guarding this entire place?
Oh, no, sir. There are more of us, but they have been relegated also to gate duty throughout the city. And then a small patrol internally, of course, to look for anyone who's not supposed to be here.
I suppose that makes sense.
Tell me why again we can't get in.
Because grave robbers might rob graves or kill us.
Well, more to the point, ma'am, my lord, apologies. It is more, there's an attack on the North Ward presently occurring. And as a result, the resources that guard the City of the Dead have been called away. So,
I suppose that makes sense.
No guarding, though.
All right. Forgive me for my impertinence. You are doing your job. I understand.
of course, my lord, and no apology necessary. I understand how trying this must be. I really do.
That means a lot because it has been a difficult day coming here to visit my departed friend in a city that has blood in the streets and now attacks near my own home.
All right, make a performance. I'll give you advantage on that.
Before he makes that,
Okay.
That is a 19.
All right, she kind of looks at that and is just like, my lord, perhaps we could make an exception.
Oh.
There, my
You're
lord.
like, really?
She's like, but only because you already have your own armed escort. Otherwise, I would say it's probably too dangerous, but so long as your armed escort is with you, we will make an exception. Please don't mention anything to our supervisors, my lord.
I will not. May I know your name?
Of course. My name is Gilly.
Gilly. You're one of the good ones, and I suspect that you have noble birth somewhere in that bloodline of yours.
Well, thank you, my lord. I appreciate that. All right, Arden, let's open the gate. And he's like, he was already there.
Yeah.
He was convinced. He's rummaging for keys and pulls it open, and you hear this kind of creaky gate open.
I think Enid would have been getting ready to run over.
Yeah, you're stretching. Like, here we go. Stretching for the jump.
Stops mid-stride.
I look over and I see Hydaarion or Whistler fall into Hydaarion's arms, and I'm like, okay. All right.
Awesome. All right, with that, they open the gate, this big, creaky, and inside you see, a New Orleans-style mausoleums and crypts as far as the eye can see. Some of them quite gorgeous, just inlaid with gold and mithril. You see elvish burial sites that you see one that's a tree sculpture carved in what looks like pure shimmering mithril. I mean, the tree itself, right down to the leaves, as you sort of look at it, you can see that individual leaves have been painstakingly carved. Just beautiful, beautiful sights.
Enid would be stoked and drawn to that, but
Yeah.
I mean she wouldn't. I mean she would stop and take a look.
Sure.
And I think she would probably even feel a little bit sad thinking about Mab.
Yeah.
That would remind her.
Oh,
That would
damn.
cause a visceral oh fuck.
Yeah, you pause for a second staring at the tree. I'll give you this. You already got one, Sean? All right, I was
Invisibly.
Invisibly, I'm.
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
can comfort you. We don't know.
sort of just staring at it.
I would make you anyways. I would come over and make you hold my hand while I did this, so you would know.
Yeah, you grab Hydaarion's hand.
I think I would try to put my hands on everyone just so they know that I'm there, but also to point them towards the tree.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense. You all do feel that sort of presence from Enid, and feel her hands kind of stop you, and you understand what she's looking at, because here it is before you and beautiful. Also, all around you are continual flames burning in various different sconces and things. You see one that looks sort of like an angel holding a bowl, and there's a green continual flame in it. It's fairly lit by different colors. Yeah, I can't say the word lit without everyone being like, but so there are these sort of, there's an element of etherealness to the entire place, because all these white marble statues and things are also being cast in all these different iridescent colors in some places. So it's really quite beautiful, and there is a real sense of peace here. As you sort of, maybe it's magical. It's almost like as you walk through the gates, you do feel a real sense of calm and maybe even a strange sense of community or something. It's palpable.
The surface goes to great lengths to honor their dead.
Indeed we do.
It is nice that you get the opportunity to. A lot of times under the water, we do not have the opportunity to recover the bodies of the fallen.
We like visual reminders of those who are no longer here. Many of these look like the mausoleum we built to my father. Large, but yet never quite as large as somebody was in life, are they?
Elves obviously make large structures because they've been around for so long that if an elf dies and there's nothing there in their place, it feels really weird for the whole family.
Makes sense. They've been there so long. The absence
It's felt.
is felt.
On the ship, we just throw you over.
Well, I do appreciate the succinctness of your burial rituals.
The Tritons would like to bury their dead, but a constant state of warfare leaves very little time.
And when you think about it, you're already buried.
Yes, you are sunken and buried. I would imagine that you fed each other's bodies to some leviathan fish underneath the water.
Depends on the being. Some are friendly.
What if when a Triton died, it was their tradition to throw them onto the land? I think that would make Enid laugh.
I think that would be very terrifying just to find bodies given to another part of the world.
Well, you tell us, how do you feel when Nami throws people over the edge and you come across them?
We do not usually get to come across dead sailors unless we reap them ourselves. Usually the animals get to them first. And they do not leave many pieces.
Are there mermaids? Are there really mermaids, though? That their songs draw in sailors? And have them
You
drown
mean the
themselves?
sirens? Some Tritons take on, and other occupants of Undersea Sea, yes.
I'd specifically like to know what songs they sang.
I am not a good singer. I can dance, but I cannot sing.
Yeah.
Hydaarion
Everyone
can
remembers
dance.
your
Everyone's like, uh-huh.
Hydaarion still thinks he can dance.
So you lock eyes real quick. All right. You continue through the city of the dead, and it is vast. And given that it is emptied, it's got another layer to the strange, ethereal feeling. The calmness sort of starts to give way to a deep loneliness, especially as there's nobody here to honor many of these. You see a couple of spots where you see a statue of an elf holding withered flowers. I mean, there's just a feeling of kind of all these overwhelming feelings.
And we're still in mid-afternoon, right? It's not
You are
like
mid-afternoon.
dark.
I think it's about 2 or 3 o'clock
Yeah.
at this point. Maybe a little later, actually. We're going to say it's pushing 3:34. I think you left your place just before lunchtime. Growlhund and all that took a while. It's about 4 o'clock.
I would muse out loud. This is a sea of burials, and I find myself wondering how many of these went to heaven and how many of them went to the hells. Even half. Quite a bit. That's just one city.
From what we have interacted with the nobility here, I would wager a lot of them went to the hells.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Could be. Not all of them actually have a cult to my grandfather, mind you, but
No,
there
but
are lesser crimes.
it just seems those in power will make deals with anything to stay in power.
Agreed. It's what my betrothed does best, in fact. Whispers. To those who want power, and more, their desires.
I can see the draw of it, but maybe I just feel the outside in, for I've never held that power. It must be different when you do.
Potentially. Anyway, just a thought.
All right, and Enid, you continue using the device, and you do start to see it narrow. And not long after, you all see a mammoth mausoleum. It's got Roman-style columns in the architecture, and it's got a huge gate that looks gilded upon closer inspection. It's not actually gold, but it's painted to look like gold. It's got some shiny reflective paint. And as you all climb up these marble steps above it, you see Castellanter carved into the marble over the top. And from inside, you can see through this gate a stairwell leading down on the backside of the mausoleum, about 20 feet in. At the entrance of the mausoleum, you see 4 crypts, 4 tombs laid, and each one of them has a carved top. 2 on the left, each holding swords. 2 on the right, ladies, each holding a rose. But the gate is locked.
Okay. Quick note before we go in here, everyone. Should we find Sibling, even with random patrols, we should do our best to be quiet. Very quiet. We're running out of chances.
Okay, Whistler.
We can do quiet, I think.
Sure, I can be quiet.
We may be able to trick Sibling into giving it to us, but if not, let's dispatch it quickly and quietly.
I'll make my best effort, too.
All right, so the scene before you is the 3 of you visible at the top of the steps. Enid there but invisible. A gold-painted gate closed and locked. On it you see a large padlock with a very large keyhole, sort of the classic, old-timey keyhole sitting there. And when you jiggle it, it is locked. But the detector is clearly, closed. You're here. It's here. Oh, thank you, Desert Raven Gamer. 2 more divine pre-rolls.
Thank you.
Tasty.
I can get them.
Tasty.
Tasty.
I will try to pick the lock.
Sweet.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You pull out some thieves' tools.
You could always just give yourself advantage.
Yeah.
And what is...
So you roll me a dexterity saving throw. It's essentially dex mod plus proficiency mod, which for you is the equivalent of a dex saving throw. So let me make it easy on you.
So dex save?
Yeah. Divine pre-roll coming in hot.
14.
It comes a little bit loose, and you find some of the tumblers, and you're able to pull sort of the bolt almost all the way out. You pull it, and then it just jams. You can't quite get it the rest of the way. It's now like a millimeter. A good kick could push it through.
Damn it.
Throw me that one.
Heidi, will you just come over here and hold this real quick, and I think I can get the rest of it. So maybe some assistance?
Okay, I'll let you roll one more time. After that, you wouldn't be able to get the tumbler. But go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the tumblers aren't flipping anymore. Hydaarion, as you look, you can see that she turned it 80% of the way. And you can see the way it's connected into the marble. There's a little piece. It very easily could splinter off of that marble. However...
Who the fuck hexed my dice?
Your dice have been crazy bad the last 2 sessions. Crazy bad. You've rolled a 3 and a 4 so far on non-divine pre-rolls. We'll track it and see how it goes. All right, what do you guys do? She tries to continue with the tools and just can't quite get it.
Don't even let me
Quiet's
touch
this way,
them.
but I can break the lock.
You can. I
It
haven't
is
rolled
close,
them
I
yet.
can see it.
You know what? I will... Fuck it. I'll just, with my final spell slot, be like... and cast silence.
Nice. It's even more eerie than it was before. Whereas before you could at least hear the gentle breeze kind of cutting across the tombstones and things, it's now dead silent as Whistler's spell takes effect. Very cool.
I think realizing that it was all quiet, just take the trident and just bash
Okay.
the lock off.
Given that you've got time here, not gonna make you roll for it anymore. You've got that almost there. You, with the trident, kind of prying, you lean into it, kicking. Of course, it's making no noise. You're just like... And finally, what you would expect to make a loud clang, the door flings open, slaps the back, bounces back a couple of times, and is sort of hanging there. But it is open. I'll Thank you, Wandering Disciple. Appreciate that. One more divine pre-roll for y'all.
Thanks.
Is the lock like laying on the ground now?
Nope, it's like a part of the gate.
Gotcha.
You know, it's sort of like on the leftmost side. It's a big piece of it.
Try and set it back reasonably so it looks like it wasn't busted.
Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
Yeah. Like
You basically kind of pried the thin parts of the metal and also the clasp in the marble that where the deadbolt went in is sort of like splintered out the back now. It ain't locking anytime soon.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and keep concentrating on the silence for now.
Okay.
Just
Yeah. No sounds would escape the mausoleum at this point.
That's kind of
Only reverberations outside of the marble.
that's my thought.
As you all step in, you now see two sconces at the entrance of that stairway leading down. Each is burning a continual flame, a bright blue that's sort of pulsing a little bit. You now have a better view of the 2 or the 4 crypts in this room and kind of look them over. You can see fairly finely carved facial features. They're clearly somebody important in the family, but you don't know or don't care to know at this point. Down you go.
Down we go. Cautiously. In fact, I'm going to draw my rapier.
Okay. It is pitch dark downstairs, past the continual flame.
I'm climbing along the ceiling.
Nice.
Dark vision doesn't go past it?
Dark vision does.
Okay.
Anyone not have dark vision? Have we already crossed? Just Heidi. Really?
Do I have
didn't
dark
give
vision?
Titans. What are you? Water
Do you have
gymnastic.
you have
I
dark
have dark
vision?
Hold on. I believe so.
Where would it say it?
It says it. I'm sorry. It's at the bottom of your thing. If it's not here, you don't have it. And
Where?
that bottom left box in the front.
Nope, don't have it.
Under
Nice.
senses?
All right.
Yep. Yeah, it should be in
yeah.
the census box.
Oh, I don't have it.
Nope.
Okay.
Where's the census?
So I'd light a torch.
Three.
You can actually those
just-
those
yeah,
continual flames. They're a brazier. And you can kind of pull it off and see that it's this magic flame. So you can pull that down.
Pull that down.
Have we never encountered the fact that I think we all assumed we did.
Probably just assume we did. That's
We
all right.
haven't really been in any dark spots.
Yeah, just the
The
sewer.
sewers.
I think he'd shield in one hand and brazier in the other hand.
I'll hold it.
Enid doesn't have any weapons, so she'll just hold the
Are you still invisible?
You're still invisible, right?
Yeah.
Who has the highest passive perception? Just for no reason. Does anyone have above a 15?
I have a 12.
I have 12.
I have a 13.
Okay. All right, cool. Nobody notices anything. You walk down the stairs, Whistler holding the torch, and you now enter a long, narrow, and at the end you can see that it's a T, and it is essentially a catacomb. So all along the walls are, on each side, 3 essentially sections where there's bones.
Are we in a
And
dungeon?
bodies have been set. I don't know. We'll just have to see about that.
What could be under here?
Oh, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and
Are we
see.
descending into a dungeon right now?
You will have to wait and see.
In the game?
So, as you all walk through, you just sort of look over these bones. They've clearly not been disturbed, but they've been cleaned. There's no real dust accumulation. Someone cares for this place. In fact, there is a smell of roses, and as you look around, you do see that there's been some roses sort of put in the hands of some of the skeletons around it. The place is well cared for. Whatever you say about the Castellanters, they at least care for their family. We'll say that. Well,
No.
the elders,
No.
anyways.
The way that we came in,
Yeah.
so it's like a thin entryway that we just came through.
Yeah, it's sort of like an antechamber. Like think about a room maybe this size with 4 coffins. What are those called? Specifically the
Sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus. That's the term
But
I was looking for. 4
how did-
sarcophagi.
So we just came in through the door, and this is the room that we're in.
So you come in through the door, and then there's the antechamber, and then in the back of the antechamber there's a stairway leading down. You have just gone down there to find the catacombs.
I will have put out carefully some ball bearings, like before
Okay.
we descended.
But behind you?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, you sort of... And there's like little tiny divots in the marble floor that you're able to kind of secure them, but if someone stepped on it, they would go sliding.
So I would make sure, but as I'm dropping them, I would have I think since I'm climbing above,
Yeah.
and I get maybe sideways on the wall, I would have tap them on the shoulder and been
Okay, yeah.
so y'all are
Glad you
aware
thought about that.
there's...
I was going to have everyone... All right. You do look around and you see where she's planted them and know, mental note that it's at the top. There's, zombie, thank you,
When
buddy.
we look down, is the floor dusty or dirty at all?
No, the floor's been really, really well cleaned.
So there's no signs of recent activity other than the fact that it's
Well, there's nothing you see with your perception, but do you stop and do an investigation?
I think if Hydaarion was seeing it immaculately cleaned, he'd kind of see how recently someone had been there, maybe.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Alright, you know what, we're gonna...
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, yes. Use the pre-rolls.
So 15 plus 0, so 15.
Okay. As you were laying down the ball bearings, Heidi, you kind of crouch down, grab the torch from Whistler, and you're kind of investigating the ground, and you find something extremely strange. A very small, round, wet drop of blood. And you even touch it, and it is still wet. But it's just a single drop. Tiny little drop.
First, he'd look straight up.
Yeah, there's nothing. And the ceiling's only about 10 feet high and fairly roughly hewn. It's just stone. It's not nearly the immaculate marble antechamber at the beginning.
Are we still under silence?
No, the silence is at the entrance.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep, you've descended now.
So there's blood on the ground here. No more than a single drop, but it is still fresh, not dry.
Single drop.
As if
Is
someone...
there a trail?
No trail. As if someone pricked their thumb.
On one of these roses?
Perhaps.
What was that?
That was the dog, right?
What was that? Where's Maisie?
Oh no, man.
Where's Maisie?
There's a ghost up in here right now.
Is Maisie even
Goodbye
here?
from Castle Mac, where
Nope.
we all die now.
Maisie's not in here. I don't know what that was.
Was it the trash can
Something
settling?
settling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something settling.
Or something crawling in the trash?
We're all convincing ourselves
Like
that we're not being
Sibling.
haunted right now.
Sibling?
I hope we catch a ghost on camera tonight,
Holy-
y'all.
Oh my god.
We're not talking about it.
Okay.
We're not talking about it.
Back to it. Yeah.
Is this
There's
a...
a single drop.
I'm just very scared of things, of life in general, so we can't even talk about it.
All right.
Completing a ritual. Could be.
Just Isabel.
Could be. I don't know many rituals that just need one drop of blood. But maybe. It's not a bad idea.
Possibility. And we know certain families are not outside rituals and deals.
True enough, I don't know. I don't know if the Castellantas go back in their deals with devils.
Either way, it is fresh. Meaning, within the hour someone was here and bleeding.
There is no doubt a reason why they sent Sibling here.
Why?
Well, for one, you saw how hard it was to get in.
They knew. They knew this place. This is fairly secluded. I imagine the Castellantas have a key. Maybe they have meetings here, or maybe there's something else here. Ooh, maybe there's treasure in here.
Or it could be like fish of the deep, hunters try and lure them in, putting bait out in long, long strings, trying to figure out how they hunt, how far they will pursue.
The Growlhounds expect that the Castellantas will show up here to get the stone. That's exactly what they think is about to happen, so I imagine the only thing that would be expected in here is the Castellantas, or an agent of theirs.
Either way, I think it is a trap. I will be ready.
Well, we'll certainly hear them come down the stairs.
This is true.
Who knows if they already have message? They have the message from the Growlhounds. They would be here soon as they could. If anything, it'll
They
be...
could be here now.
However, with the increase in security around the area, might take them a while to get out.
Or not at all. They could have told them to lock the gates, just like they tried at the Growlhound Manor.
Just saying, it's kind of madness out there, trying to get around.
It is madness out there. Either way, we should press forward. We don't know where Sibling is. We need to get that stone. But,
Agreed.
let's look for more blood.
And go ahead.
I assume it's probably been an hour since we
I
left.
think you're coming up, but I think you've got, because you cast it once you were kind of in and out, you've probably got like 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Then I also have 5 minutes left of my disguise self.
Okay. Yep. All right. You continue forward.
Yeah. I think Hydaarion would be keeping an eye out for any more blood or...
Okay. Anyone who is helping him search for blood, go ahead and roll me perception or investigation. Your choice.
I would help. I've got dark vision.
Okay.
You said perception or investigation?
Yep.
I don't think I'm looking for blood. I think
Okay.
I'm looking for other potentially interesting things.
Makes sense. You gonna roll too, Coach?
Oh, I didn't...
Yeah.
I thought you were just going to count my other one. I'm going to take it.
Do it.
We're going to go with perception, so that's a 13.
Don't see anything additionally.
Is this like a thing that we're continuing to go onward and onward?
Yeah. I mean, it's not very long. It's maybe like 40 feet. So, but remember, there's the T intersection at the end. I'll describe to you as we get there, which I think is now. So you guys are looking. You don't see any other blood. You get to this T intersection, and you look one way, and you see a kind of creepy sight. You see a marble, basically a marble table, and on it you see an old woman who is clearly dead, but has been put into some sort of gentle repose. And her body is just laying there, and she's got some flowers in her hands. As you look the other way, the room is dark. It's just, well, actually dark vision's 60 feet, right? It's not that far. So those of you with dark vision see it first. You can see a room, and on the ground is very clearly painted a red pentagram. And at the edges of the pentagram are barely burning candles down at their little nub, with just faintly flickering. And as you kind of peer into the room more, you see 3 bodies laying on the ground. Each of them are in red robes, and you see pools of blood sort of spreading out around them.
That is how you get a demon.
I think we found the blood source.
Idiots. That is alarming, though. I don't think that those in red robes with the pentagram here would be planning on dying.
Do you enter that room, or are you still at the T intersection?
I'll go ahead and enter it.
Okay.
I think we...
Okay, so you're saying that dialogue as you're walking towards it. I'll give you 1 or 2 quick lines, and then you enter the room. Things might happen when you enter the room, so just...
Good.
I would just be like, be at the ready.
All right, and in fact, you do enter the room, and as you pass the threshold, you look over into the corner, and you can see what looks exactly like Nim smashed to pieces.
Mm.
And there are 3 bodies lying around this pentagram, pools of blood spreading out. Everybody please roll me a perception check.
Poor
I'll
Sibling.
take advantage.
21.
21.
20.
Okay. The 3 of you, you're sort of staring at it, like putting it two and two together for where the blood came from. You 2 see one of the bodies, chest rise. A very faint breath. And you watch it, and it breathes again. There is clearly someone extremely hurt but not dead laying there.
Did 20 see that too or not?
Absolutely,
Okay.
sorry, yes. Yep.
Is it so they're wearing red robes? Is just like
Yeah.
a human
Yeah,
wizard?
as you look, you see that 2 of the bodies are male, the ones that aren't breathing. The female has curly blonde hair, kind of stringy, and it's matted now in blood, but she appears to be breathing. I mean, she looks dead, but does appear to be still breathing.
I would go and try to do like a medicine check on her.
Okay, go ahead, roll medicine for me.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I will drop the disguise and become my devil self.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give myself
For sure.
some pre-roll. I'm gonna eat a pre-roll.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Do
6
the
I have a negative, so
the robes look red because of blood, or are they red?
No, they're dyed red.
I got a 7.
They do not look like red wizards. Let me just not steer anyone that
Gotcha.
way. With your roll, you look at her, and I mean, you can confirm that she's breathing. And in fact, you put your hand over her mouth, and you feel a very faint breath. But you're sort of like, I'm not sure what to do.
Is she conscious?
No,
Okay.
does not seem to be.
I'm still invisible.
I mean, I would try the typical, pat in the face.
I mean, she's alive, feels warm. But she's clearly been hurt pretty bad. There is blood pooling around her. She's not taking a nap.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking he's like, if she's near that point of just like, I need to sleep.
Yeah, gotcha. She doesn't react to that.
Got it.
But, again, seems to be breathing, one way or the other.
You said that they're all bleeding out. Is there blood splattered everywhere too?
As you look around, there's a little bit of spatter. Looks like they were viciously attacked with something. Like, as you kind of look around, you
with
can
a
see
weapon
some spray.
or not like a spell effect.
Mm-hmm. With a weapon, yes, right. Yep.
And do I notice anything about Sibling other than the fact that Sibling smashed up?
Just smashed to pieces. Like, looks like it was just bludgeoned over and over and over. All its bits are scattered, little clockwork pieces kind of scattered along the stone.
There doesn't happen to be a black stone in the pieces of...
There's not a black stone. And I think you've heard it's a green stone.
Yeah.
I thought it was a black stone.
I don't think so.
You said black stone because I wrote down black stone.
I may have. It's a green stone.
Okay.
Retcon. It's a green stone.
I can go into the center of the pentagram and look around. Fuck it. Trixie, does this look familiar to you?
Oh, sure. Looks like a standard offering going on here. Standard ceremony. Would have been something mundane. Gold or something. Not especially, abnormal. Your grandpa likes these kinds of things.
Just for shits. I'm gonna go ahead and put down 2 gold. And I'll cut my hand and pour blood over it.
All right.
See if anything happens.
Tight. You do, and you stare at it for a second, nothing happens, and then a wind just through the place. The flame almost flickers out, and you're bathed in darkness for almost a split second. You hear something faintly in infernal that sounds like thinking. And then the continual flame comes back up, and as the flame comes back up and the wind dies down, you hear a moan from the woman on the ground.
Thank you, grandfather.
She kind of weakly looks up and blinks her eyes. It's like, who are you? What happened?
Well, most worthy servant of Asmodeus, I was hoping to ask you. You see, Asmodeus is my grandfather.
She's sort of like, oh, Oliver, and kind of looks past you and starts trying to pull herself towards one of the bodies, like just covered in blood, pulling blood behind her, looking up at you, kind of out of her mind a little bit.
I will just be like, no. I will, pull her up and cradle her and run my hands through her hair and be like, Oliver's not with us anymore.
She kind of buries her face in your chest a little bit. You all see Whistler is now... you feel hot blood just soaking through your clothes, kind of all the way down. And she kind of looks up at you and she's like, I don't know what happened. It was Arn and Cephia. We were making an offering. That automaton, that creature, that clockwork man came in carrying a green stone, and Arn and Sephia at once drew wicked blades and attacked us. I blacked out after that.
Where would we typically find Arn and Sephia?
They squat in an old windmill in the south ward. I can tell you how to get there. But I'm so tired.
Okay, that should be good enough. I'm sure we can find the windmill in the south side. There must only be one.
She kind of clutches at your clothes a little bit, and she whispers as her eyes are getting heavy. It's like, my soul is ready to serve.
And serve you shall.
And you all watch as her grip on his shirt loosens, and her head slumps a little bit.
I don't think with much ceremony. I mean, I think he's just kind of, at that point, the show's over, like...
Her body slumps to the ground.
Be like...
That is a car alarm. That's good timing, because I think we're going to go to our first break, so we will be right back as we just figure out what all these sounds in our house and car alarms going off are. We'll be right back, everybody.
Hey everyone, and thank you for tuning in to us here at Castle Mac. We're so happy that you came. The point of this video is just to do a little bit of housekeeping on the break. That way when you come back, we can just jump straight back into the action with whatever show that you were watching. If you're watching us live right now on Twitch, you can go ahead and mash that follow button up here. If you're watching us a little bit later on YouTube, you can mash that subscribe button right down here. We stream live on Twitch on Tuesdays and Sundays, both at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we try to upload our videos to YouTube about 48 hours later, so you can follow us there, youtube.com/CastleMac. If you want to talk to us outside of our streams, then you can go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Sometimes we post schedules there if we're going to be streaming in between. We have some friends of ours that stream on our channel, the Macolites. We also do a Marcha style campaign with some of our friends in our Discord, and that happens periodically. So if you want to know when, you can just follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are all CastleMac, and then our first name. You can follow me, I'm CastleMac Lydia. You can follow Raven. You can follow our DMs, Stephen and John. You can follow any of us, and you can find our names right underneath of our characters and our nameplates. So we would love it if you would follow us, and you can find us on our other streams there. And also, if you want to talk to us off of Twitter, you can follow us on our Discord. We have a Discord server. You just go to our Twitch channel, scroll down a little bit, and you can follow that link. We are there pretty much all the time. There are people from all over the world, so no matter what time you're chatting, I guarantee there will be someone there to chat back at you. It's so much fun. Everyone there is so nice. And I just want to talk now a little bit about what goes on during our Twitch streams. So for every 500 bits donated or every sub, we get a divine reroll. That is basically the god saying, you can re-roll that terrible d20 roll that you just made as a player. If you roll badly, you can re-roll that and hope for better. But also, if the DM rolls really hot and it's gonna hurt us, we can make him re-roll that in hopes that he won't hurt us quite so badly. So it's great. And with those bits, it allows us to upgrade some of our equipment. We've been able to get new microphones, so we sound so much better than we used to. We have these lapel mics. We're hoping to get some new cameras in the future. And with those bits, we're able to pay artists from Twitter that we find to do character portraits. We found some on Facebook that are really great. We've been able to commission a new theme song for our Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign. The art looks amazing, and we're so happy to be able to give that back to artists that we found. So with that, we are so happy that you're here. We are so thankful to have you as a viewer and a subscriber and a chatter in our Discord. We hope that you will stay around, because in the next few minutes, we'll be coming back to whatever show you're watching. We're so happy that you're here. So thank you so much.
Welcome back, everyone. And with that, the heroes have found the next step in their search for the Stone of Golorr, which is green, as we've confirmed.
Mm-hmm. It's always been green.
Never was any other color.
Yep.
And so,
I thought it was black too.
here you are in Castellanter Mausoleum. More blood around you. Yet again, Whistler now drenched in the blood of this poor young woman who was murdered.
Obviously, the stone isn't here.
We should make haste. They stole the stone. They're either trying to get it back to the Castellanters, which is doubtful. They probably want to keep it for themselves, or sell it to another network.
Can you change yourself again?
I cannot. We'll be going over the walls.
Nope.
You cannot walk around the town on high alert, covered in blood.
True.
Hold on. Take this cloak, cover yourself. It might be a little tall, but it's not bloody, which is the important part.
It does have some slashes in it from your combat. Maybe a little bit of blood, but certainly not the degree of blood.
Okay, I will.
Well, he has a traveling cloak in his bag that's not.
Gotcha. Cool.
Just a brown cloak.
It's this brown garbage cloak that Whistler...
I'll put it on. And...
All right.
And I guess start making our exit.
Out you go. Again, you re-emerge into the sunlight, the ethereal city of the dead. Make your way to a wall, no problem. You're not going to the gate?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Make your way to a wall. You make your wall to a way.
And there's a wall this way.
Nice. You all get there, no problem. You actually send Trix. He kind of scampers up to the top and is keeping watch. It's like, all right, now. Not gonna make you guys roll it. It takes you a little bit. You're not wall climbers. But
I could just get on the wall and
you
hoist
have
them
no
up.
problem. Yeah, you climb up to the top, give people a hand. It makes it pretty straightforward, and over the other side you go. Back into the city. In fact, the South Ward is a little bit of a hike from where you're at right now.
Do we have to cross through where we live to get there?
You could pass by it. It's a little bit circuitous. You're here, you're heading here, your home is like here. So you could go that way and
Why
down.
wouldn't we... Oh yeah, I guess we wouldn't want our horse and whatever.
Do you want to go home?
No.
I mean, you can.
Not when you say it like that.
You totally can if you really want to.
I just wanted to say hi to Heidi's parents and
They're fine.
see how
Don't worry
they're
about them.
doing.
They're fine. We'll return with onions one day.
I guess we won't go home then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So onward
Yeah.
and southward you head. You make your way through the city. It's much like it was before, although the buzz and the electricity has already started dying down. People are now talking about it. Criers are giving more information. They're saying 27 found dead at Castellanter Manor. Wow, you were really surprised by that number. 27? As you spilled your drink all over yourself.
Because we only got rid of what? We only dispatched like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we didn't.
But remember, there were servants dead
Sure.
in that room, and you didn't even explore the rest of the manor.
But we didn't even do all of that. So who would be looking for us?
No one. Probably
maybe.
no one.
Totally not a devil covered in blood.
The
on
news
your
that
cloak.
you hear is they are saying suspects at large, suspected black network. You see all kinds of stuff. And in fact, as you continue heading south, you at one point see a contingent of City Watch, and they are leading some people in chains. People in chains who look like they could potentially be Black Network. I'm assuming you don't get close enough to inspect their tattoos, but from a distance, they certainly look like they could fit the profile of either legitimate Zent or Black Network. And clearly it's a quick reaction to what's going on.
Are we passing any markets on the way?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Like when I could buy new clothes?
100%.
Are we passing by my girls?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. She's pretty close to the tavern.
Oh.
She's like a block away.
Oh, okay.
She's only a
We'll hit her up soon, I promise.
Well, I was just wondering because she has clothes
She could do
there,
the clothing.
you know.
Yeah. But you find an open air market, and you find some slightly better clothes, but this isn't nobility clothes.
No. I'm not buying. I'm just trying to buy non-bloody clothes.
Gotcha. Yeah. You easily find that, no problem. And, the sketchy merchant sort of looks you up and down and tries to fleece you like, yeah, they're normally 2 silver pieces, but given the panic, this one's now selling for 3.
I'll be like, I'll pop down just a couple gold and be like, and a place to change.
Right this way. You find a little, curtained off area. You come out fresh and so clean. And at about 5:30 in the evening,
Are all of us bloody?
No, he held that girl.
But aren't you all slashed up and fucked up?
Yeah.
He is, yeah. Probably not to the same degree, but you could have also changed clothes if you wanted to.
I think Hydaarion.
You're just one for everybody.
Yeah.
You overpaid by 5.
I don't think
by
I
5
need any
times.
clothes, but I would buy a flower crown while we were there.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're shopping, and everyone's like, okay, we got to change clothes. And you're like, ooh, this is neat.
Ooh. How lovely.
All right, so you do arrive into the South Ward, and it's fairly bustling, and it doesn't take you long as you're scanning the skyline. You see this old mill with a hanging...
We're gonna do another windmill here at Castle.
Yeah, we're doing it. You see the kind of hanging veins as they are, and it's right in the middle of town. It's really kind of strange. There's buildings all around it. In fact, they couldn't even spin because they would hit another building. So they've clearly been secured in place, maybe nostalgia or whatever.
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, it looks like the Moulin Rouge, exactly. But I mean, there's rooftops. It comes up just past the rooftops, and you see some windows up there, and then it's built up around it, and it's clearly not functional by any means. But you spot it, no problem.
It was Aaron and Cephia?
Arn and Cephia, yep.
Arn and Cephia. Okay. Well, there it is. I mean, it looks like there's just a standard entrance.
Looks like a standard old entrance. And in fact, it's a little run down right around it. And you see some vagrants outside. In fact, you see a fire going, sort of in an abandoned lot, and some people kind of hanging around. You see someone's kind of leaning near the door of the windmill, kind of eyeing you up as you guys approach. What do you say?
Sup?
It's like NMU.
Netflix and chill. Just kidding. I'd probably put back something probably a question 2 in.
2 in.
2 inside. 2 people inside,
yeah.
maybe.
He kind of looks you, he kind of stares at you a little bit, and he's like, he kind of asks, you friends of theirs?
I would respond something like friends of friends.
And he's like,
I would, and then seeing him think about what he was going to say, I'd be same interests.
Gotcha. He looks at you and smiles. He's like, I think you all understand that.
I'll pull out some gold.
All right. He's like, Arn and Cephia, upstairs. They've made it their own.
Appreciate. I'll put down 2 gold.
He takes those, looks at him, flips one and catches it. It's like, all right then. Walks off towards a lot.
I was about to ask if he walked off yet.
Yep, walks off towards a lot, leaving the door unguarded.
Going into a freaking windmill.
It's probably gonna be fine.
It should be fine.
Is it called stone grinder or anything like that?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Waterdeep Stone Grinder.
Bone grinder 2.0.
Definitely no hags inside.
I cannot guarantee there's no hags inside.
No
I will
hag
tell you
zone.
that.
No hags in.
Bring your own hags.
You push the wooden door open, and the bottom floor where you're at is decrepit. There's garbage. There's like human waste. It's really gross. But there's a stone stairway leading up, and you can see a landing up there made of wood, braced with these wooden braces, and one of them's looking kind of finicky. One of them's looking a little rotted, a little soft. Doesn't look like it's in great shape. There's a door up there that is closed, and you can see light coming from underneath it.
So you've really made it their own, I see.
The bottom feed in rats.
Let's hope they still have that stone.
Oh man, Cranio Dad, thank you, my dude.
Thank you.
That is super sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm sure they still have the stone. They couldn't have got there much shorter than we already had.
So they're upstairs?
Yeah, if you think about the windmill, stairs lead up, and then there's a wooden landing with a door.
Y'all wait here. I wouldn't say y'all. Y'all.
Y'all, I'm Nami.
Can I give her an inspiration?
Absolutely.
Why are you talking like that?
What is this y'all? What is y'all? Where did you... Is that...
I heard it from your mother.
True enough.
You all wait here. And then I will sneakily, stealthily climb along the ceiling and listen at the door to see if I even hear them.
Gotcha. So you don't climb on the stairs. You climb up the inside of the... Right, you're not outside. You're inside the
We're all inside, aren't we?
Yeah. Just make sure you weren't leaving outside. Yeah, okay, no problem. You don't even have to roll stealth. The door is pretty thick. You climb up there, and you get it, and you kind of put your ear to the door. I'm not going to make you roll perception. You hear this. I can't believe we found it. He said it would be there. He said it would be coming. Our reward is waiting for us, Sephia. And she's like, yes, of course, and I can't wait till the messenger arrives. The messenger should be here any moment. And they're just sort of giggling and snickering and so pleased with themselves.
All right, I will go back down.
Okay.
Y'all.
Climbing upside down.
They're waiting on a messenger. They have it. They're here, and they're waiting on a messenger.
Perfect.
Do you know who the messenger could be?
Probably us.
It will be us now, my dear.
I think we know who that could be.
Who do you think it is?
Oh, if they're waiting for the castle lanterns, they could think that you work for them.
I don't know that it is the Castellanters. Why would they murder their own Castellanter people?
Why did they sell their children's souls to the devil?
Is that what they did?
Well, then maybe you...
I don't know that you necessarily know that. Did we surmise that in character?
I think we did.
kind of worked through it. And
You
told
guys
us.
knew it, but I don't think Whistler knew. I think that's the first Whistler's heard of that. All right, let's explore that, because I think you guys kind of came to that, but I don't think Whistler ever knew.
Playing tag.
So happy,
Yeah.
like, well, that's why they sell their children's souls to the
Yeah.
devil.
Okay, so let's rewind that. Enid just said, well, that's why they sold their children's souls to, and I think you would have said Asmodeus. Maybe you would have said the devil.
I would have said the devil.
Okay.
Right. What makes you two think that?
That is what the children told us when we were playing tag.
They didn't tell you that. You kind of surmised it.
Because of what they said about their older.
yeah.
Not saying it's inaccurate, just saying the children don't
I thought
understand
you
that situation at all.
Did know that, and you were telling us.
I don't think that I did.
Okay.
Because he was inside playing diplomat.
Well, we'll just fudge this little potential continuity error and assume that one way or another you three knew, and
you had-
Whistler never really made that connection.
I see what you're saying. I said the bill comes due. There were 3 children. The older one's not around.
Yeah, we told you about it.
Right. Right. Oh dear.
Well, earlier when we talked that day, you told us that, they could do all kinds of awful things and that you could, use souls as currency.
I think we all assumed that you maybe knew.
I did indeed say that, and that is true, and that is no doubt what they're doing.
However, we kind of have a time-limited situation happening upstairs right now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
But to your point, if a demonic tiefling walks upstairs and pretends to be the messenger, they might think it's coming from the Castle Antis.
Well, we might as well roll with it. Hydaarion is tough looking, but he's not a liar.
Me either, though.
No.
I shouldn't go.
You could pass yourself off as it. Or me.
You talk faster than I do.
Fair enough. I won't even be quiet.
You should probably go outside and knock on the door.
No, I'll just come in. I'll start stomping up the stairs. I'm like, you better have what we agreed to.
You hear some low voices. You can't make them out, and they go silent as you get to the top. And you kick the door, and it kind of pushes open. And you see these two in robes, and they're clearly covered in blood spatter. And one of them is holding this smooth green stone with 3 notches in it that almost look like eye sockets. In fact, I'm going to show you what it looks like, because I want you to see it. The stone is pretty important.
Oh, really?
Here it is. Oh wow, someone made one and it looks terrifying. This, my friends, is the Stone of Golorr.
Ew. If you have that thing
black, dude.
where you're afraid of small clustered holes, you won't like that.
Yeah,
I know
like
exactly
those
what you're
things that
talking
you
about.
always see like in the potpourri things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So someone made like little breads. Look at this one that someone made of
breads.
it.
Breads?
Ew! Wow.
I know.
Tight.
Someone made like little croissants.
Just pre-rolls.
So the
Pre-rolls?
pre-rolls. All right, so you see
Demonic pre-roll.
Arn is holding it, and he hands it to Sephia as you come in, and they both kind of look at you a little bit startled, and they look at each other, and Arn is like, was expecting someone else.
Is that so?
It's like, well, Lord Castellanter told us to do that, and we did, and if you aren't on his behalf, then... He looks at her.
Were you expecting trust?
He's like, oh, no. And you look, and Sephia looks out the window, and she puts a hand on Arn, and she's like, Arn, don't believe them. And he's sort of like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, nor was I expecting you. Sephia again looks out this glass window, and she moves to the side a little.
I'll be like, I really wouldn't. I'm like, you can give it now, or you're fucking dead.
Arn lowers his head at you and grins, and he's like, I think it's you that's dead. And he smiles, and as he does, you see a shape fill up the window. The glass shatters through, and a winged cambion hits the ground and lands and draws a longsword. And then you see these spiny devil hands pull in, and 2 spined devils come in, their tails popping up with red, glowing spines on the end that you know can shoot out and cause immense pain. And they're making this sort of noise. And the cambion looks at you, and he's like, I wasn't expecting any additional guests.
Well, here we are anyway.
I don't understand. Arn, give me the stone. Arn is like, yes, Lord. Hands it over to him, and he snatches it. Who are you?
My name is Bast Damacos.
He cocks an eye, and he's like, forgive me, my lord, but I have my orders. They're very clear. And he turns and looks at Arn, and he says, thank you for your service. And just, Arn kind of grabs the blade, and Sephia's like, no. And you see 2 of the spine devils, these 2 red glowing, like, spikes, and you can see it burn around her chest, and she falls to the ground. And he's like, forgive me, my prince. We do have our orders. And he turns and puts 1 foot on the window. And he leaps down, and you can see him hit a rooftop on the other side, and he looks up in the air like he's being cautious. What do you all do?
If we lose that stone now, we'll never get it back.
Should we chase him?
Sounds to me like initiative time.
Yes.
Not only do we need to roll initiative, I need you guys to remove this top cover, please.
Take your tops off, y'all.
Fetch me thy
Take your
character
tops off.
models.
Take your tops
Just pick
off.
them all up.
Take your tops off.
My favorite activity.
Holy smokes!
All right, my friends, I have done my best to make an isometric map.
Wow.
You all. Okay, all right, Owen Wilsons. You guys are over there, not yet to that building. So, Lid, right where your hand is, you guys are adjacent to that building. Okay? All right, please, God, no more Owen Wilsoning. Friends, it's time for initiative. If and you don't mind.
I do.
I don't mind.
You know what I do?
Nope, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, yeah. I need to roll initiative.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and use an advantage. because I can.
Sure.
Look at you.
Hell yeah. That's a tight-ass initiative now.
That's a good pre-roll.
Oh, man.
Roll.
Nice. You guys are not yet to that building, and in fact, you know, I wish I had my laser pointer. Lydia, can you
Get
put
it.
this guy sort of on the left, on my left side of the building, about halfway up? Yeah, right there.
You need
Down.
a laser pointer.
Back a little ways. I do. I need a laser pointer.
Where's the laser pointer?
Back that way a little ways. Right there. Perfect. That is freaking perfect. The spined devils, they are just on the edge. So if you would put... Oh, I haven't given you those figures.
Yeah, we don't
They're right
have
here.
them.
No. The
They're
windmill
running
is
from
right
you.
there. Yes, exactly. Oh, gods, no. In the corner, yes. Yes, Raven knows where they are. I can't reach. Ugh.
And we're all inside?
No,
No.
we are Lydia.
Yes.
Lydia is the winner.
Yes. Thank you. Is that even visible on the camera? Can you just rotate that camera around a little bit to show the starting spot?
Yep. I'll get it.
Rotate that camera.
I don't want to.
Perfect. That's all. Just a little bit. Okay. With that, what are everyone's initiatives, Nami?
10.
Okay. Enid.
17.
Okay. Whistler.
22.
Heidi.
18.
Okay.
I was just...
I guess we can.
Watch some America's Next Top Model.
Y'all are going buck wild tonight. What did you drink? Ooh, that's not good.
Hopefully water.
Okay, well, the spined devils are in fact... Make sure I'm looking at it right. They are just behind... Actually, you were a 17, Lydia? Yeah. So they tied Heidi, but...
18.
Yeah,
Yep.
you inverted it all.
Oh, I got you. Never mind.
So
Oh, this is first, right? I
see you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll get that sorted. Okay, and he is in fact dead last. For this first round, I'll just go
He's about to
backwards.
be dead last.
you could just move your DM thing and slide everything.
Man, look at you.
That is freaking smart.
Gosh, what a problem solver. You got inspiration right now?
No.
Take an inspiration, my dude, for being such a problem solver. All right, so the scene for you back at home, we have watched this devil, this Cambion, charming and beautiful. Do you guys know what a Cambion looks like? They're basically humanoid and beautiful. They're radiant. Spined devils, on the other hand, are more terrifying looking. This is a spined devil.
Yikes.
For your
Pretty.
imaginations.
Like a cute little porcupine sexy man.
I guess so.
I like that description.
Gods. And you've seen him leap out onto the rooftop of the adjacent building into the... It's not quite dusk, but it's starting to get there. In fact, the sun is setting in the west, and you can hear the busy marketplace and streets below. And he is looking above him, clearly nervous about that Griffin cavalry, so though he could fly, seems to be reluctant to do so. Whistler, it is your turn, sir.
I mean, I can... I don't understand how far the jump is. I don't...
It is a 5-foot jump at this point.
Oh, okay. I will... So, they've blown the hole in. Are the spine devils, like, blocking the path on either side?
Nope. There's a very tiny spot you can land with them. They aren't really turned back to you yet. They sort of leapt and have just landed and are getting their bearings since it's initiative.
I mean, I'll leap down and give chase.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll me. Actually, you can get a running start. So, do you remember the jump rules? That's probably a good one to know right now.
For running start, you gotta run 10 feet.
Yep.
And then it's your strength times... I don't know.
I got it. Okay, Chapter 8 gives the particulars for jumping. Either way, 5 foot is no problem. You can jump right over there. That's part of your movement. You get a running start, put your foot on the windowsill and leap across, land on that building, and as you do, wind is sort of blowing around you. You look, and this Cambion, his wings are sort of helping propel him, but he's kind of running along, looking up, glancing back at you. The Spine Devils are still getting their bearings from having landed. They sort of look at you like... so you could put him in that corner spot, please. No. Whistler.
Whistler.
Oh my god.
Right here.
Yes.
I don't want to drive.
Can you align them in their little squares, please? All right, Whistler, you land there, and they are looking at you somewhat hesitant. They look like they might attack you, but like they're not sure.
I mean, as I'm running past, like, you really don't want to, and I'll keep running.
You run past them? All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna make a saving throw for him. You want to give me disadvantage
Yes.
or anything?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Yes,
really
we do.
do.
Don't forget these are here. Boom! They, in fact, you run past and they sort of look at each other like... and they do not attack you. They're like...
How much more movement do I have?
I think you can get just adjacent to that. Actually, that Cambion's supposed to be a little further forward. Can you please put it in a square for me, Lid? I don't think you can quite... Oh my god, no. This way. Can you help? Yes.
One
right
more
next to
towards
the
Steven.
chimney.
Yes.
Right there.
That's fine, yes. I think you can get almost adjacent to him, but not quite. You're like one away from him. That's adjacent.
That's adjacent, so... Yeah, just...
There you go, that's fine. Yep. You're running for him, but I mean, he's already booking. But that was just your move, so now you get your action.
Shit. I don't have a fucking... I mean, my action, can I use it to try to say something else to him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no problem.
We're going to get that stone. Just give it up to us.
He turns back, handsome, dark black, slicked hair. He's like, I'm afraid I can't do that, Prince, or no. We'll call that your turn. I'm going to give you the dodge action for free. As
okay.
You could have said that and dodged, all right?
All right.
With that, Hydaarion, it is over to you. You see Whistler make this leap. There's about a 5-foot gap and about 40 feet down to the ground below.
Is the Cambion running with it in his hand, or did he stow it away?
Nope, he's holding it.
Dummy.
He's holding it for now. He hasn't had an action yet.
Well, Hydaarion would make the jump, or attempt to make the jump,
Okay.
I think.
All right, you can, when you do a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score, so long as you move at least 10 feet.
That's it.
Guys, let me take a quick second to explain what you see
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
come out on the rooftop, okay?
These are rooftops?
Those are rooftops.
Okay.
So the colored in areas are the isometric view of the walls below.
of the houses.
Yep, so you can see the doors. This is the street down below, about 40 feet down. I only drew it 20, but it would have looked really weird as 40, but it is 40 feet. Here you see a little sky bridge that connects to what looks like a shrine to Rilliphane, and the upper top is planted and lush with life. Here you see a brass onion dome. Looks like it could be another church. That's my sweet stained glass. And across from it, you do see these streamers hanging to these other buildings that seem to be made of very strong, perhaps silken or even elvish rope of some kind. Besides that, everything's as you see it.
Okay.
Right.
All right, Heidi.
I think he'd take a running start and
Okay.
jump to the other building.
All right, you do no problem. Same spot as Whistler,
Yeah. No.
where he landed. Where Whistler landed.
Far corner.
Boom.
There we go. Do the needle devil things still look like they're debating amongst themselves?
Not for you.
Yeah.
As you land, they're just like... "Ah!" In fact, they are carrying these pitchforks, which look a bit like your trident. Can you move that other one into a square on the roof?
He should be right in front of me on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
I can't use a reaction right now, can I?
Is there something triggering it?
You didn't say when you gave me the item.
Oh, no. For the...
The shield.
Yeah, you have to have taken an
Okay,
attack.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I will take the disengage action.
Okay, no
And
problem. And you got about 10 feet of movement left.
So, diagonal, and then diagonal again. Yeah.
You got it. All right, cool. Heidi, that is your turn. You're chasing this Cambion who's also looking back at you, got a big smile on his face, holding this green stone like a football, and you just almost hear this resonant dissonance as you look at the stone. It's just something about it seems super sinister. With that, the spined devils kind of look at the window where they're coming, seem to get over their initial concern. They turn to you, and you see a tail and these red glowing spikes, and two shoot out at you, Whistler, from one of them.
How are they going to attack me?
Yeah, one of them got you. Well. They don't love it, but they also have their contract.
I die on a fucking rooftop.
Bad.
You'll take 9 points of damage, sir, as it tears into you. Just it's both fire and piercing.
Fire.
The fire I'm resistant to.
Then I rolled the 5 on the fire, so reduce that by 3. You'll take 6 damage. I will keep that in mind. Good looking out. Hydaarion, the other one, also tracks you with these glowing hot spines that shoot out of its tail. 2 shots coming at you. Both of them. In fact, you turn and one of them goes glinting off your armor, and the other one you duck and it whizzes over your head. And you can feel the heat off it sort of on the back of your neck. That's them. They stay there, and then after they shoot those, they kind of turn back to the window. Enid.
They turn back to the window to look in where I am.
Yes, they do.
I'm not gonna jump out the window. I will try to shoot one with a firebolt.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Yeah, I know. Enid don't know. She rolled a 2.
Okay. In fact, I'm going to say that you hit and it's just, and you seem like, it looks like it did nothing. Like it plinked off it and just did absolutely nothing.
Devils.
Nami, you were up.
Explain this window crap to me. How far are we from here?
5 feet. There's a 5-foot gap between you and that corner square.
Oh, so they can see right in at us.
Oh, 100%.
Is there
I moved to the side. But
Okay.
I'm done.
Is there another window in that room, behind us?
Because it's circular, there is, but it is not connected to these rooftops. It would go
that's
nowhere
fine.
else. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to climb out the window, down.
Got it.
And how far down is the ground?
You climb out the back window?
Yeah.
Okay. So to get to the window is about 10 feet.
Okay.
Climbing down would be 40 feet, and then you're on the ground floor.
And so I still have 20 more feet of my dash.
You would have 10 more if you dashed. Although you also can bonus action dash, which would give you 40 more.
Okay, then here's what I would like to do.
Yeah.
Go out the back window.
Got it.
Climb down.
Yep.
And then go across on the ground and work my way back up.
Okay.
So how far
You can be on the ground adjacent to that.
And I would like to do so sneakily.
Okay, go ahead and roll
then-
stealth. I'm going to make you roll at disadvantage
That's
because they're
fine.
watching you leave.
Or you could
Right.
just use that to roll regular.
Yeah, that's true. You could burn one of those to make a regular roll. You spend it because you're going from disadvantage. Yeah, you can roll it if you
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
roll whichever one you want.
Yeah. So regular.
Thank you for the divine pre-rolls. Yep. All right. I mean, you're climbing and they're kind of tracking. In fact,
5 plus 6?
you look
11?
and see one of them watched you, and then as you're running, you look up and it looks over the edge at you. So it seems to have spotted you.
Okay.
They got a passive perception that beats that. So with that, the Cambion is up, and he turns and looks at you, Hydaarion. And Hydaarion, can I have you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? As he turns to you and says, maybe you should serve another devil. Maybe one that'll appreciate you more.
How about not? 15.
Okay, you pass. You feel for a second his words have weight, and you feel them permeating you and filling up your chest like a shot of scotch, and then you'll shake it off, and he's looking at you and he's like, oh, you're lost then. And he tucks the stone now, takes a jumping leap Please put him right adjacent to that chimney on that next building. Yes. Right there. Perfect.
I did it.
A little cigarette.
Wait, how much should I move? Oh, I'm right here, but on the floor.
You're on the floor. You're 40 feet down right now. And with that, we're back to the top of the round. Whistler.
Be like, now you've done it. Meg, that is my man.
Oh, thank you, Carapace. Appreciate you, man. People are looking out for you guys as we fight across these rooftops.
Thanks.
Alright, with that leap, I can make it right adjacent to him, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. And you can make that leap automatically.
Automatically?
Mm-hmm. You just...
I don't know that.
Okay. You just,
What?
You're... Take the jump and kind of slide on the roof a little bit.
I'm going to attack him with my rapier.
Okay, cool.
What?
Not only that, I'm using my psychic blades by burning that, and it's basically like a sneak attack. So,
Tight.
so I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Can you please roll me your psychic damage separately?
Yeah, it'll be the D6s.
The D6s? Okay, thank you.
Who's the threat?
Because your rapier is non-magical, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Wow, that's a really good roll,
That's
dude.
14 psychic damage.
Wow, that's a great roll.
And then 15. And then 17 piercing.
17 piercing, okay, so that's going to round. So down to 8. And how much was the psychic?
That was 14.
Good hit.
My dude.
He tried to take my man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Heidi and you're like, you huff. Run, leap, and as you're running through the air, draw your rapier. He turns to you still with a grin on his face, and it punches through his metal armor and just, my brother! Looks at you, wounded. Anything else?
While I'm there, I will be like, the stone, now. I'm gonna just keep pressing.
I know you are. Heidi.
Whistler, you're mistaken. I serve only the captain. And he will dash and follow.
Okay.
Like,
Or will run and follow if he can do it without
I
dash.
changed my mind. I'm joining
15,
you.
20. He'll have to go over to make that jump. 25. Really, it's going to be a dash to get there. Because the jumping doesn't add movement. It's got to be part of the same movement. So a dash to be there or a run to be on the other building.
Do I have anything of value?
A dash to be where? Here?
A run to be there.
Bonus action, we're going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay, cool. Yep.
So that gives me the extra movement to get there.
Cool.
And we're going to make an attack.
Okay.
Him.
Yeah, you take a leaping strike.
With advantage. Yeah, on my next attack, and then an extra D8 worth of damage.
Cool.
Ooh, 14. We're going to spend this.
Okay.
Oh, good. So 14.
That is not a hit. In fact, as you come at him, he's got this long sword. He deftly parries it. In fact, he hooks kind of the forks of your trident and kind of twirls it and almost disarms you. I mean, you're able to hold on to it, but he almost sends it sailing off the side. He kind of pulls his blade back and smiles at you. Anything else?
That's all. That's what I got.
Okay. With that, the one of the spined devils, Lydia, if you don't mind, move him. He's actually going to move 40 feet to this other building. He can fly, so if he can make that in 40 feet, he will.
Yeah, he can be like right here.
Cool, he will do so. He lands right there. You sort of hear this, like these leathery wings over you, and it plops down in front of you and takes its pitchfork and attacks you. Heidi. These are just 2 different attacks. Actually, yep. So one he attacks with his pitchfork. Oh no! Oh no!
Help.
That is, in fact, 9 points of damage as this pitchfork just... And then it opens up its maw and teeth fold out like really quickly, and it comes down to try to bite you. What's your armor class?
19.
He actually misses you. Just chomps down, and you're able to block your shield and gotta push him back. You guys good? You got it all? Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Okay, the other one, move him all the way to the edge of that previous building, but he's not going to leap over. And he seems to have his tail up and 2 shards glowing in the tail. Enid, it is your turn.
How many sorcery points does it take to regain a level 2 spell slot?
I think it takes 3.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's 3 or 4. It might be double.
That won't do. It only takes 2 to get a level 1.
Yeah, I think it's 2 per level, but I could be wrong about that. I've literally never played a sorcerer.
Okay.
Oh, Carapace, thank you, man.
Damn, you're just
Hooking it up.
We need it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make it out onto
You
this
can
roof.
make the jump, no problem. Barely. What's your strength?
-1.
Yeah, you're like barely make it over.
Okay, I have 1 level 1 spell slot left, so before I worry about recovering something, I will hit him, that one, with a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose lightning damage.
Okay.
No, poison.
Okay.
Okay, spell attack.
Poison final answer?
No, lightning.
Okay.
Can I have a pre-roll?
Of course you can. You also can call upon the tides of chaos, should you so
I
choose.
would like to
Sweet.
do that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
So,
This is an 11.
it's an 11,
Yeah.
and my hit is a +6. So,
17.
That is a hit on
Yeah.
you were attacking the spine devil, right?
yes.
Okay. Not the dude in the red
Not
with the
the
red
dude in
wings.
the red.
That is a hit.
Yay! So that's 3d8 damage. That is lightning damage.
Ouch.
Can I have a d8? Oh wait, I have a baby.
You're gonna complain about my dice now?
Billy did confirm it is 3 sorcery points for level 2 slot.
You got
Thank
a
you.
3
Thank
on
you,
that
Billy.
baby.
I got a baby 3, a big 3, and a big 2.
Okay, so you got 8 total damage as you just see this ball with electricity arcing slams into that bone devil and sort of surrounds it in this arcing lightning as it's like Nami, it is your turn unless you got anything else, Lid.
I don't.
How high up are these buildings?
40.
40 feet.
Yeah, 40 feet.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this to Nami, by the way.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For them rolls. Yeah.
Thanks.
You that's a functional one.
Okay, so I figured out a thing. Bear with me.
Okay.
I don't want to be like, I'm gonna make this work my way. But I think if I scale over here,
Yeah.
cut over to here, and scale up the wall as I'm heading this direction, I can then hop over and maybe just make it up here
100%.
with my dash and bonus.
100%. You could push off the wall and grab onto the wall.
Yeah,
and clamber
I'm sure you're
up.
thinking that I just go diagonal,
so the
and then hop over.
a 3D diagonal is the same as anything. So yes, you can 100% do that.
And-
You'll spend your bonus to dash, but you'll get your action.
So I will, and I will try to be on the wall right here because he's right up against the wall, right?
He sure is. Yeah.
And I'm literally just gonna attack him from right there.
I love it. I love
Probably with a surprise.
it. I'm not going to let you roll stealth, but I am going to let him roll wisdom. However, he is there on the side with advantage. I think he's also looking back at Whistler so he'd see you clambering up. Yeah, I'm not even.
Oh wait,
gonna roll
he's
it.
looking at me?
He's looking at Whistler.
Oh,
You mean
I don't
he's
know.
not
I
looking
always
at my
think it's a 4.
figure jumping at him? I came second.
Either way.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You'll still
that's
get
fine.
the sneak attack. You just won't get advantage.
Oh yeah, I'll get the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Wait, so doesn't sneak attack give me the extra though? Yeah, whatever.
Advantage.
If
So
I
go ahead and
even
put your
attack.
character there. You've climbed up, and you look down, and you see someone on the street, as you're climbing on the brick and leap to the other brick.
I do like this. Let's freaking hope that I fart and get it. I'm not going to roll that doo-doo. I'm going to roll my own piece of
I
doo-doo.
practically trust that doo-doo more than anybody else.
I like my own
Never
doo-doo.
trust
I like
doo-doo.
my own
That's how it
doo-doo.
ends up bad.
My doo-doo is great. Let me just do one test doo-doo. You've passed.
Okay, roll
That
'em.
was a tester.
Roll them.
Hey, does a 14 hit?
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. You climb and in one. Yeah, go ahead. You can definitely spin that.
Oh, no.
Go for one more. Go for one more. That is a hit.
God.
You come climbing up, pull it off your belt just in time to kind of leap up. He almost blocks it, but you get under his guard.
It's 2d6s, right? For my
2d6s in addition to the d8. Yep.
12 plus 9 is
21. Nice. That is a pretty good looking attack.
How's our friend looking though?
He's looking okay.
All right.
He's looking all right. But yeah, you get under like one of the armor plating and kind of stab into him. It's just, looks at you, and he looks around at all of you and looks a little concerned. Okay, it is now his turn.
That's
Speaking
right.
of which,
I can climb, I can run, I can
Yeah.
jump.
you good. He is going to actually disengage, and then he is going to fly 40
bitch.
feet.
I wish he would stop doing that.
Here, I'm going to be able to point where I want him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to be right there. He flies and lands on this pedestrian bridge, and when he gets to the bridge, you actually see an elf who's sort of admiring the architecture, and he lands and just breaks his neck, and this elf falls to the ground, and he lands
Why would he do
on the
that?
bridge, kind of looking around. That is his turn. Whistler.
Okay, so how far down is it from
It is
here
a
to
10-foot drop. There's some stairs there.
All right. Don't fall.
Those are stairs.
Those are stairs, I know.
To get here, and then that leads directly to that.
Yeah, I know. It's my isometric.
No, man, you did a
Needs
good
skills.
job. It looks tight.
Thank you. You want to? Oh, the camera's still good. Never mind. I was gonna say track the action, but we're good still.
So I could assume it's 5 feet from here.
Yes, that would be
Okay.
correct.
So let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15. Jump down to here.
Yep, you would be able to jump that without taking any
25,
damage.
30.
Yeah, you can totally get
That's
there.
the dash.
You just run like down the stairs really quick. Okay, Hydaarion, it is your turn, my dude.
That looks so sick. Like,
That looks tight.
it
It's been a
so
long
good.
time drawing that, but it looks cool, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. My skills will get better. They'll improve. Okay. Heidi. Oh, Corey, thanks,
Oh.
dude. I almost missed that.
Oh, thank you, Corey.
From above.
A beep beep boop beep boop.
Yeah. What you got, Heidi?
Doo doo, but we can't have a beep beep boop.
That's fair. That is fair.
I don't like this at all. I think we will loop around this winged devil, staying engaged with him, though.
Okay.
So to the other side of the chimney.
Lid, can you move Hydaarion catty corner on the devil? The opposite diagonal corner.
Just
Actually,
jump him.
yes.
Like checkers.
Perfect. Yes.
So I get to take him now, right? Because I jumped him. It's checkers.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yep, he's on your team now.
Can you?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
We're
What you
gonna
got?
hit. We're just gonna hit him. I can't reach the devil. I'm not quite fast enough.
Okay. Gonna whack this spined devil.
So, no, we're just gonna dash and take the attack of opportunity.
No problem. He swings his pitchfork at you.
I was gonna say with disadvantage.
Oh,
but
sorry.
It's all right.
Gotcha.
Hit me,
Did get you. Sorry about that.
No, it's
3
okay.
points of damage.
Where are you going?
dick. We're gonna dash.
So
jump
you
off
have
the 10.
spent 1, 2, 3 squares right now. So you have
Yeah.
9 squares remaining.
And we are going to get on the other side of the devil. We're going to jump down. We're not going to...
Okay, well, that's a 10-foot drop, so I need you to roll me an acrobatics check to land safely. Pretty high DC, because at 10 points you are supposed to take damage. Okay.
21.
You, in fact, do the superhero landing. Like the 3-point landing and get up and chase after him. And yes,
we're
you
going to
make
get
it.
on the other side of the winged figure.
Yep, reasonable. Yeah, I mean, he sort of is like running, cracked the neck just as you're like right around him, and he's kind of looks a little concerned at you.
As a bonus action, we're going to mark him with Slayer's Prey.
Tight. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, you're glaring at him. Okay, it is the Spine Devil's turns. They do not like the look of what is going on over there. So, if you would, Lydia, this one closest to me is going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, land right there. It flew off that, like, kind of spread its wings and just glided. And it is going to come after you, Mr. Hydaarion, with one trident attack and one bite.
19.
Class. Misses. He's just, when you block it, and then tries to bite you, and you push that one away with your own trident.
Tired of this boy's nonsense.
Let's see, this next one is pretty reluctant to attack Whistler. Can see Nami there, can see Enid there, so here's what I'm going to do.
Why would he come backwards to attack
1,
me?
2,
I haven't
3,
even
4,
done anything.
5, 6. Go ahead and roll it. Oh, he does in fact turn and shoot 2 blasts at you, Enid.
Why would he do that?
You just hit him with a chromatic orb.
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot.
I
I
remember.
don't remember doing that.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Do you remember?
You duck as one just, and it hits the stone behind you, and you can see it sizzle, and the other one kind of also just off to nowhere. And then he will fly 40 feet to be 10, 20, 30, adjacent to Whistler. Whistler, as you're running up, you just see these leathery wings sort of catching the air, lands beside you, and it's sort of chittering like...
Like when the cat tries to wake you up in the morning.
Enid, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use some sorcery points to recover a spell slot. But before I shoot it, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Oh, and the range on this is 90 feet. So I'm going to shoot another chromatic orb at him.
Okay.
Same type of damage.
Cool, do it.
I will take some... No, I have an inspiration if I need
Okay,
it.
you sure?
Yeah. I'm going to need it.
Yeah, spend it.
I'm going to roll the... I'm going to roll a pink one. Where's my pink? There it is. That's an 8 plus a 5 plus a 6 to hit.
That is a hit.
3d8s.
Is it an action to recover spell slots?
It's a bonus.
Bonus.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
To use some sorcery points.
Pretty sure, anyway.
Yeah, that was better.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, not bad.
Would you like me to roll on the magic surgery?
I absolutely already have it up. Yes, you
Potted
cast
plant.
it, and Whistler, you see this ball of lightning envelop, and it's... And then...
Hopefully a fireball on myself.
That would be good.
So that's a 9, and then so it's a 79.
79. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. As she casts that, you look back to Enid, and she is surrounded in a 10-foot halo now of flower petals and butterflies.
Oh my god.
And I mean, she's looking pretty badass. Like, she's looking at it, and it's
Like badass flower power.
flower petals
That
just
actually is
floating
the
on the
most
breeze.
Over her flower crown.
And her eyes are flaring bright white.
I friggin' love it.
Cool. Nami, you're up. Nami.
I can make it to here in like 45.
As you're climbing? Yeah. Okay.
As I'm like scaling walls, and I
Yep,
feel
totally
like
fine.
okay,
Yeah.
So that would be my movement plus bonus.
Movement plus bonus.
So
Exactly.
I'm gonna do that and attack again.
I love it.
I might as well just spend this crap ball. This generous
Yeah.
crap.
Okay.
Not crap, but
It's not crap.
the
It's
generosity
a pre-roll.
of others.
It's a divine pre-roll. They're still warm.
There's one. Come on, babe.
Oh my god, your dice are just miserable. I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
God, that's awful.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you try, and he's blocking it all, keeping an eye on Whistler.
You're wrong.
Yeah, it's just mine.
No.
That's so awful. Okay.
What the fart?
I know. It's really, really bad. Okay. The Cambion flies 40 feet, taking opportunity attacks.
From me?
20, 30, 40, taking one from both of you.
So we roll, right, for
do
that?
roll.
Or I don't just have to get it without
You
a
have
roll?
to roll it.
Okay, 16 plus, so it has a 20.
You got a hit. You did not.
And I get my sneaky.
You get your sneaky.
Sick. Oh my god.
Ow, good damage.
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. Oh, God, no. He needs magical weapons, I'll say that much. As he turns to fly, you actually kind of and cut across his heel, and he's like, ah! As he does it, and his wings sort of flutter for a second as he flies by. You swing at him, Hydaarion, but nothing quite happens. He lands, turns and looks at you, Hydaarion, and is just like, and casts a spell that comes racing out towards you. Ooh, that is a hit, I'm afraid. It is.
Oh, good.
You, sir, will take 11 points of fire damage. Just kind of envelops you. Feel your armor heating up for a little bit.
Back to where I started.
Whistler.
Okay, I am turning to this one, and I am putting my hand up and stroking at an infernal, like, shh, serve me. Just fly me over those rooftops, my sweet. Be my pet.
Tight.
I have no spell, I'm just asking.
Okay, all right.
We're all like waiting.
I end up cooing, I'm like trying to like calm it down.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Tell me what you want.
Do an how intelligent? Spine devils are actually quite. No, they're not that intelligent, but they're humanoid intelligence. Roll me persuasion. Roll me persuasion. I'm not going to give you advantage on it. Just a regular old persuasion save or roll.
I got a 27.
All right, you touch its face, and it looks you, and almost looks like tears well up in its eyes, and you know that it's conflicted, and it's like, and grabs your shirt.
I just want to shout out one last, like, no more Enid!
Heidi, you're up.
For now, I'm up, yeah.
We still good on the camera? Might need to come forward just a little bit, or up, or whatever, to capture where we're at. Nope, we're good, because this is Cambion.
Yep.
Cambion on screen. Yep, Cambion's right there. Cool.
Good.
What are you doing?
I'm just moving it up a little bit.
We said it was fine.
That's all good. Yeah, getting a tighter in view is always worth it. What you got, Heidi?
Shit. I'm gonna second wind first.
Okay.
Because I'm not
You're
feeling
gonna
good.
make wind.
Good. All right.
Some HP's back.
Yeah, and then how far is him from me?
Basically forever.
It's a dash.
Yeah. How strong does he look?
He is wearing... You want to see what a Cambion looks like?
Yeah, like
You can make your decision based on how
muscly.
What is
they
this?
look.
Another bridge?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sexual.
That is a Cambion.
Sexual warrior.
Smacks.
No snap on snack.
What is this?
It's a bridge.
That's just the side of the bridge.
Oh.
That's the, isometric view of the bridge.
I'm so hungry. I want some chippies.
All right, what you got, Heidi? Let's do it. You dash or dodge, your choice, or attack that other boy.
You dash, you dodge.
We'll attack this other boy right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action for second wind already, so just hit him and see what. That's 13.
That is a hit.
All right.
What's the total?
6.
Okay. You poke him a little. It's like,
Tickle him.
with that, it is their turn, and in fact, the one with Whistler picks him up and carries him 10, 20, 30, 40, and is flying with you right here.
Okay.
Sean, roll me roll a percentage die.
Okay. 66.
Okay, all right. I was thinking below a 50, someone would spot you. So you look down, and there's just people like talking amongst themselves, and you're just like in the clutches of a devil flying over.
Some devil and devil.
Okay, that is his turn. This other one continues to attack you, Hydaarion, although it is looking back at the Cambion, and it looks up at the other one, and it shrieks. I'm like, and the other one kind of looks back at it, and it's like, this one attacks you, Hydaarion, with its pitchfork. No, tries to bite you. No on both, and it does sort of quickly flutter its wings to jump to the other side of you. Enid, you're up.
I guess I'll try to jump over here.
Okay. Yeah, you're like... if you don't take a step back to get a 10-foot running start... Okay, so there's 5, 10, 15, 20. You made it.
So how many did
You can
I
go 2 more. You can move 2 more without dashing.
And then how far away is this?
10, 20, 30, 40, about 50.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Not doing anything?
I guess I can dash.
Oh, what's up? Grimjack, Tales from the Grim. Hey, y'all, thanks for the raid. We're just fighting across an isometric rooftop here, chasing a devil that has a thing we want.
A thing that we want.
Yep.
It's a real good description. Okay, I'll dash. So 5, 10. Is this a ledge?
That's 10.
That is a 10-foot drop, yeah.
Oh fuck! Really?
Yep.
Those are
Can you
stairs.
just float on
Those
your
are stairs over
flowers?
there.
I will phase step.
Okay. Perfect. That gives you 30-foot jump, right?
Just a teleport. I guess that would put.
But you can go the full 30 if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would put me
Essentially right behind me, right?
Here.
Yeah.
10,
like right
20.
here.
Yeah, you could be further if you want, but that works too. Bonus action to face step. In fact, you see the butterflies, and then butterflies appear in that space, and she emerges from it, surrounded in flower petals and butterflies.
And I can cast a cantrip.
You can totally cast a cantrip.
It's not
Yep.
gonna do anything, but I'm still.
Is that the only one you got?
Unless I do a shocking grasp.
Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna roll it.
I can't get close enough to touch him.
You could have. You had 30 feet to jump. 10, 20.
You can get right next to
Yeah,
me.
you could land right here.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna try to.
Now you're gonna
Okay.
shock a dude.
Okay. I'm gonna do it too. 16.
That is a hit, shockingly.
No.
Okay, roll it.
What is it? 2 10s?
Thanks. No, it is 1-8. Lydia forgot how to play D&D all of a sudden. Okay, 6 points of damage. You rush up and he sort of looks as, again, butterflies burst out of nothing, and you step out, and as you do, raise both hands, and lightning arcs from your fingers and hits it. It's just, its wings try to fold to protect itself. It looks fairly hurt. Actually, the one carrying Whistler looks really hurt. Nami.
Climbing under the bridge and then along.
Oh, you.
100%, yeah.
I can definitely. I already calculated. I can totally make it.
Totally. Roll me a D100, please.
Me?
Yes.
If anyone,
Why?
see if anyone cites you. Same reason Whistler did.
You gotta roll the other one.
Well, either way, that's a 0. So yeah. You are climbing, and you look down, and you hear, "Ah! Oh my god!" And it's like, "Oh my god!" And you hear like cries erupting from the crowds as people are looking up. They see a devil carrying another devil. They see a water genasi like along the bottom of a bridge. The crowd below starts shrieking. People are looking terrified. People are shrieking, and you hear people start calling for the guards. All right, rest of your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try to
Murder him in front of him now.
I'm gonna try to where is the stone? He put it
He
away.
now put it into a satchel on his right side.
A satchel on his right side.
Yep.
I mean, the side that's turned.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
Okay, go ahead. We will do a. I'm going to treat it somewhat like a grapple check, except I will let you roll sleight of hand instead. That being said, I think the difficulty is pretty high, so I'm going to give him advantage since it is on a satchel in a thing
You just take
around his
advantage, too.
chest.
So what am I rolling?
You're rolling sleight of hand.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I figured you'd be okay with that.
And I get to reroll with my tiger's claw.
Okay, yeah, reroll with Tiger's Claw. Shoot, what did I roll? I think did I have a 17?
You rolled a 1 and a 16.
Okay.
So I have to roll higher than a 16.
Probably, it's probably not that bad.
What did I roll?
A
19.
Plus a 6.
You snatch it and it breaks, and he's just like, "Ah!" and
But
you.
didn't he forget about it?
What?
Did he forget immediately where it was?
Not quite. You'll find out how that works. You snatch it and pull it away from him, and he looks down at you like wide-eyed. Cool. Nice job.
Where's Whistler in relation to me?
Like about 10 feet away, being carried by this devil that's looking pretty weak. and in
He's
fact,
10 feet, like, this ways?
Yeah.
How far is 10 feet? Like where Sean and I are?
A little farther, but not much.
I'm gonna,
Toss it to him.
If Sean and I stood on each other's head, we
I
might
love
be
it.
10 feet.
Okay, roll me. Actually, I'm not going to make you roll for the toss.
don't make me roll shit.
But I need you, sir, to roll me a dexterity saving throw to try to catch it.
Oh, yeah. I got a
Oh
20.
man, she tosses it and you just snatch it out of the air, and the devil is just trying to keep its wings up. It's looking quite hurt, and people below you are just like, oh my god! That is the current situation.
What in the world are we doing? Oh my god.
I love it.
We're about to get in so much trouble.
That was awesome. All right, it is their turn. I'm going to give this one a wisdom save to realize whether or not it's been duped.
Is it his turn, though? The Cambion?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Lieutenant. Yeah, it is.
Bye,
Lieutenant.
y'all.
You're right. Okay. He actually whispers something gruffly in Infernal, and you can hear it's, what are you doing? Drop him. Pay attention to the orders. He whispers that to that one. And it's like... and then he looks down at you, and he's like, leave me alone. Roll a wisdom save, please.
Lord.
Big fail. You look at him, and as you do, you're suddenly like, oh my god, he is the most charismatic leader I have ever seen.
Confina who?
Yeah. You are charmed by him, in fact. You will obey his spoken commands. If you suffer any harm from the Cambion or another creature, or you receive a suicidal command from the Cambion, you can repeat the saving throw. Otherwise, you are charmed for 24 hours as you look at him, and you're just like...
Well, good thing I got rid of that shit.
That was awesome. Great move. Yeah. I mean, you look at him now like, cool, I'm on your side, man. It's good to see you again. Feels like an old friend, and you will obey his commands. And with that, he steps forward this way and, like, sticks his hand out at you, Whistler. And it is your turn, Whistler. Because you've got the football.
Wait, so for being charmed, I can't do shit against it. I just have to
You
wait
can
it
still
out.
act. Just keep in mind that he's like your BFF, and you will obey his verbal commands. And his command that he gave you was leave me alone. So you can take that quite literally.
I mean, I'm mid-flight, so
Oh, yeah.
shit I can fucking do.
You could hold an action or something, but yeah, you're mid-flight, and it's clearly deciding what to do with you.
All right. I will hold I'll hold the attack action until I'm
Okay.
within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
But oh, can I tuck it tuck that into my own, tuck the stone into.
She threw you the whole satchel, so I think you'd be stuffing a satchel in a satchel.
Gotcha.
Yo, dog, I heard you
Stuff
like
it in your
satchels.
pants, man.
Yeah, I think, and in fact, the strap is broken, so you're probably gonna have to grip it in some way.
Swallow it.
Yeah.
Is it heating up as I'm doing it?
Yes.
All right.
Poop it.
Yeah, I'll kind of wrap it around. Well, I'll wrap it around this arm. Yeah, already an attack for when I get there. You've already lost. You can just leave.
It's looking at you just. Heidi, you're up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marge.
What can I do? Not much. We'll try and move this boy out of our way. We'll make an attack on him.
Okay.
As a bonus action, we'll hit him with a Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, not the Slayer's Prey?
Yeah, we'll just move Slayer's Prey from the Cambion to the...
Can you do that, or do you have to kill it first? With Hunter's Mark, you have to have killed the thing before you can move it. I don't know how Slayer's Prey works.
First, this benefit lasts until... Or if you designate a different creature.
Okay, cool. Then you're good. Bonus action, Slayer's Prey onto that spine devil. What'd you get, though?
That is a 9.
Oh, really?
It's a whole table.
That is a miss, unfortunately, my
Whole
dude.
table's cursed.
Yeah, you guys are rolling poor. All right, I am about to roll the Spine Devil's Wisdom save to see if it holds on to Whistler or drops.
I'd like you to have advantage on that.
Yep, that's what I was.
Well,
that's what I was
it's
baiting.
trying to pass, right? Or is it trying to fail?
It's passing to get back to its own mind.
Whatever is to benefit me.
Yeah, you want to give it
that's what I want you to
disadvantage.
roll.
You want to give it disadvantage. Disadvantage as it is holding Whistler. Not sure what to do.
Damn advantage to drop you 40 feet.
I did it. Peace.
You feel it lets go. And Whistler, you tumble to the ground.
I knew the risks.
Holy.
Yeah.
40 feet. You know what? I'm going to be generous. He was sagging because he's very, very hurt. It's 30 feet that you fall. 10 points of damage.
Holy shit, I'm still up! Oh my god!
In fact, you're just like, you hit the ground, and people all around you are like, oh my god! I mean, people are screaming and shouting, and you look and you see a patrol of guards come running at you.
Oh no.
You are on the ground, prone, in, I imagine, a pretty bad way. And that one is going to lose his turn as it struggled with that internally. This one is going to continue to attack you, Hydaarion.
No.
Miss.
19.
Misses on both. Enid, your turn.
How far away is the that guy?
10, 20, 30, about 35.
Perfect. I am going to use my final 2 sorcery points to regain that level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
And then I will hit him with a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And I will use my Tides of Chaos.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
All of those things.
All of those things
All
are
of those
totally
things.
valid. Now, you do know you're adjacent to him, so it's going to be... You have disadvantage and advantage, so it's a straight roll.
He doesn't get reactions, right?
He just had his turn.
Oh, right.
So it's until his next turn, I think. Or is it until your next turn? You know what? Roll it. I'm more excited about you zapping a devil, so
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Oh my. You rolled a 13 over here.
That is a hit. That is a hit. Oh, thank you, Wandering Disciple. One more. Now that one's gone, right? Yeah, so we got one left. Thank you, Wandering Disciple. Appreciate that.
All right.
That is a hit on that chromatic orb, in fact.
So, God, I
8.
can't roll damage. Faux shit.
At least you can hit things.
4, 8. I did 8 damage.
All right. And I mean, he now kind of almost looks like he's going to take a knee. He's still up and pretty healthy, but he's looking a little bit wounded now. Looking rough.
Also, his pride is wounded because all those people saw us steal
His pride is
satchel.
definitely wounded. Nami, you are up. As far as you're concerned, that dude is your boy. Everything else is very literal.
So, do I remember that what we were doing?
I think 100%. I think you could still be like, cool, I'm gonna grab the stone and get out of here. You
So
can still
I remember
the
that
mission.
everyone's my friend. All I know is that he's also my friend, and he said for me to leave him alone.
You have to obey his verbal commands, and so far, his only verbal command is, leave me alone.
So if that's the case, is this dude still in the air?
Yep.
And I'm hanging on here.
Yeah, you're Spider-Manning on the edge.
And this is the dude that dropped Whistler?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to jump out and cling on to him.
Okay, no problem.
And I'm going to try to, he seemed hurt and kind of saggy.
He seemed really hurt.
I'm going to try and, full force just jump and hang on to his head.
Sounds good. Why don't you make me an acrobatics check to do that? What'd you get?
Like a 4 or something like that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't taken any damage, though, right?
No.
You take 12 points of falling damage as you reach out, clutch it, and just...
And as my bonus action...
Yeah.
I'm prone, right?
You
Can I
definitely
get back
fall
up?
prone right next to Whistler. Just...
As my bonus action, can I, you get back up? What can I do?
You can bonus action dash, so it'd take half your movement to stand up, giving you, 15 move left.
So I have 15 move. I'm going to move as far away from Whistler as I can.
Okay, all right, you got it. Go ahead and move. You're now weaving through the street as people are shouting.
Which way are the city guard coming
Just go
from?
that way for. I was gonna say that way, but for ease of getting confused with the bridge, we'll say they're coming from that way.
Gotcha.
Okay, it is in fact the lieutenant's turn now, and he screams to you and says, "Get me the stone!" And then he leaps down with his wings spread 40 feet, lands next to you, Whistler, draws his longsword and says, "Give it to me now or you die." I'm sorry, Prince.
Please roll at disadvantage.
Okay, so he's rolling straight. What's your armor class?
I'm a 14.
Let me look. I don't remember what it is because he's different with everything.
Got me. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's it.
9 points of damage.
I'm down.
All right, you see this thing land, and you hear, "I'm sorry, Prince," and he grabs it with both hands right into Whistler's stomach. With his interact, he clutches the bag. Whistler, I need a death save from you, my dude.
Okay. That's a fail.
That is one failed death save for Whistler. Hydaarion, it is your turn, my man.
Grandpa's gonna be so upset at him.
Grandpa probably doesn't care. Mom's gonna be kind of pissed.
This is wild.
Yeah, essentially.
What you got? Let's keep rolling. I'm going to try to wrap this up tonight.
Fuck it. We're gonna cast Zephyr Strike again,
Okay.
and we're gonna jump down.
Okay, because you're doing it willfully, I will give you an acrobatics check to have the damage. But you will be taking it. Also, you're going to take an attack of opportunity from this dude as you...
Zephyr Strike.
Oh, Zephyr Strike. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, go ahead and roll acrobatics while I roll falling damage. Okay.
Sideways. Well, I probably just killed myself.
That's 13 points of falling damage.
Still up!
You're like, ah! You fall, smash your knees, collapse on the ground.
I started crazy if y'all party wife and Enid's alone and loses all of her best friends. This is the worst.
Nami's fine.
You still, hey,
I still got movement.
You
to
stand up, stand up, and you're good to go.
And I'm going to attack him.
Okay, go ahead. You do have Zephyr Strike on. Oh my gosh. That's wild.
How does
That is a
dirty
hit.
20?
That is a hit, sir.
Had to bring out the big boys for that one.
Would you like to before jump? Oh, you bonus action Zephyr Strike. Never mind. Yep,
Yes,
hit it.
I'm. Let's see, 6, 8, plus 4, so 18 damage.
Ooh. He's looking rough. Now you kind of hit the ground. He's like, and you just stand up, and he's kind of looks down, holds it. You now hear whistles, whistles in the distance. Okay.
I missed a thing.
What'd you miss?
I could have used my lion's paw to see if I critted on that advantage roll. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sorry, too late. Okay, it is the Cambion's turn, or the Spine Devil's turns now. Enid, the one in front of you is still, it's looking hurt, but it's looking okay. And it takes its pitchfork and tries to stab you. Misses. Then it opens its maw, tries to bite you. What's your armor class?
14.
It misses.
Well.
They're a +2. They're awful. This one leaps down. Actually, it stays flying now that the game is afoot. You see 2 of these spines come out at you. Both miss. Both miss. Enid, it is your turn.
We're playing with
That
fire
is so
here.
wonderful. I can't get down there.
Not safely. You can jump like everybody else.
I didn't jump. Okay. Have y'all ever seen a squirrel fall out of a tree? Because that's kind of what I'm imagining here. Just.
So we got another reroll from Carapace. Thank you, my man.
Thank you.
You guys are burning them as fast as we get them. It's a rough one, I know.
Oh man.
What you got, Enid? Hit me.
All right, if I jump down there?
Yes.
It's an acrobatics.
You can make an acrobatics for half.
Okay. And I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Don't do it,
for him.
You would.
Do I have to roll on the table for
Not
last
cantrips.
time?
No, it's not until you cast a spell.
Okay.
A non-cantrip
Another one.
spell.
Okay. Well,
Which I don't think you have any of those left.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna try to hit him with a shocking grasp.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 7.
That is a total hit, yes.
Wonderful.
Give him a date.
I got him for 1.
Gosh.
But with that 1, I'm gonna run away.
Okay, yeah.
So how do I get down there
Well,
the easy way?
there's a couple of ways, and none of them are easy. These look like streamers on silk rope. You could leap over to this. This is a upper observation area and swing down, or you can jump.
I'm gonna fucking jump.
Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Okay, can I do it with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is for half damage. But you really want to pass. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You will take 10 points of damage from
fine.
falling.
That's
and
fine.
again, just twist your ankle, slam on the ground, and you can basically stand back up.
We're idiots. Jumping willingly
We
off.
had it.
I mean, it's one of those
And then I'm like, I'm gonna jump on this guy's
If all your
head.
friends jumped off a bridge, would
Yeah.
you do it?
Literally! My friends jumped off a bridge.
Ian,
Oh, thank you. Red Bully, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nami, what you got? Kind of slow boating.
Yeah.
You can totally attack those other things. He hasn't
But
said
he
anything about that.
demanded that I get it from Whistler.
Yeah, but he
took
actually
it.
he picked it up. He killed Whistler. Whistler is dying right now.
He picked it up,
Yeah.
Yeah, Whistler.
Whistler
did.
is dying.
There's nothing to stop you
and I
from.
can't fight a charm.
I mean, he's basically like an ally to you. He's your boy. You wouldn't want to attack him. Why would you?
No, I mean, like, I
You
can't,
can't, you can't re-roll.
Not unless
for
he
it.
gives you something suicidal, or you take damage from him or one of his allies.
and these are one of his allies.
Yeah, they are.
Just
Oh.
go try to get damaged by one.
But you don't know. I mean, you don't know how to break
Yeah.
the charm. You're not like, cool, I can break this
I
charm.
don't
if
know
he
that, but
attacks
I
me.
do know that we were
You do know that it's
them.
an enemy. I will give you that. You definitely know that it's an
We
enemy.
were attacking them before, and this dude is still up,
Yep.
and this dude is
They're
still
both-
up.
Both are still up.
And I was over here.
Yep.
Something like that. Yep.
Can I make it to one of these dudes with my climbing?
Totally. 100%.
Which one would be closer?
This one's definitely closer because you could go. It's right up there.
All right, I'm going to do that,
Okay, cool.
and I'll attack.
Okay, go
I
for it.
hope.
Yeah.
What'd you get, though?
12.
Nope, that is a miss. You swipe at it, and it's still coming out of its daze a little bit. On his turn, with the stone, he takes a disengage action, runs a couple feet over, reaches down, rips a manhole cover up, and dives down into the sewer.
Oh, not this again.
Whistler, my dude, I need a death save.
I'm done. I'm dead.
No! No!
Roll a 1?
I did.
Holy shit!
Why didn't you roll with advantage?
You
can't do that with
can't do it on death
save.
saves.
So passes Bast Damocos.
No!
Enid, you look and you just see Whistler laying there and kind of expires his last breath.
Enid throws herself on top of him.
Hydaarion.
Cure wounds wouldn't even help with it.
Not at this point.
Gone.
One more.
Wow. The one. Gods.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, can we be done?
I would cast Fog Cloud over the City Watch as they were coming.
Okay. All right.
Just so we can get out.
We need to leave. It is done. Quickly. We
Okay.
cannot be seen here.
Enid's inconsolable. She'll get up, but she's gonna demand that you pick up Whistler.
I wasn't gonna question that. That was.
All right.
I need to pick up Whistler and
Where to? I mean, the city guard are closing from both directions.
down in the sewer.
Down.
They jump.
Down in the sewer you go. With that, we're going to say that you've escaped the Spine Devils. The three of you escape into the sewer. We're going to come right back for the finale of this episode after taking a quick little break. Don't worry.
I won't be here.
Be right back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Mac Lore 1997. Actual special effects to be
we're
added
gonna get that
later.
in post.
Yeah, neon.
If you see that
stuff.
and it's not in there, just remind us that we didn't do it in post.
we will get to it. So we're gonna talk about
Open threads. A couple things that are probably good to keep an eye on throughout the games and mentions of them. We think that we can let you guys in. First and foremost, as most of you have probably guessed if you've been watching, the Shards of Amber.
what are those? Where are they from?
Well, they were from another realm in the Shadow Plane that managed to have a new champion in Caecilius, which we just should mention in the same breath.
Yeah, same breath. That is 100% the aftermath of Strahd. We like to keep it going, right? So the end of Strahd, there's a little stinger scene, right, that shows Caecilius on the Sword Coast with some amber where, and you know, this is a spoiler alert for Strahd, so close your ears if you are playing Strahd or don't know this already, but there's a temple there that have these amber sarcophagi where these elder evil gods are essentially like these shards of the remnants of these gods are kept. So we kind of figured, hey, wouldn't it be cool though if those play into it? Because clearly, if they were encased in this temple, like something epic happened long ago.
Prison break essentially happened with Caecilius, and they are now, at least to some degree, some we've already seen in the Sword Coast. And guaranteed it will not just play into Sunday, it'll probably play into all the stories that we have to some degree.
Right, so far it's been mentioned, of course, in Strahd, where they're sort of introduced. We did this one-shot recently, it's called Shards of Amber in the Snow. We did that with Kelsey from the Arcane Library. It's a high-level adventure. Go check it out. It's in our one-shots folder on YouTube. And it was referenced in Sean's one-shot as well for the train heist, which was a mind meld for us, because you had no idea I was going to do that, so that was cool. That's going to continue to come up, because I think in our headcanon, right, these gods have arrived, but they're weak, right? They've been trapped in amber, and clearly magic kept them bottled up, so...
Well, they're looking for a foothold, and they have a military commander at their helm, who... Also, you should check out the end, at least, of the one-shot with Shards of Amber to see some of the upset in the current state of the Sword Coast.
Yep, that's right.
We also have seen that some other realms and planes of existence seem to be in a bit of turmoil. Obviously, the astral plane for the plane heist, we saw a long chained god who was missing.
Who was that?
A hand and an eye, and also the Heroes on Tuesdays, there was some sort of prison break in the archive of Primus, and they also saw the hand and eye of Vecna. Maybe Vecna will play into it.
That should be fine.
Maybe I'm just playing around.
That should be
We don't know.
fine. Yeah, so those are kind of some overarching meta things. Also, Tiamat is still a problem.
Tiamat has made it her mission to try to take out our original heroes and continue to try to break through, and has been successful to some degree.
Yeah, only being thwarted by the heroes. So, and Mordenkainen. That was helpful. Okay, what other thread? Speaking of wizards, there's a lot of play with the red wizards in our game. So, there's a lot more, I think, to Thay. I don't think we've made them two-dimensional by any means. We haven't really explored them all that much yet, but we have made them pretty clearly... the term bad guys sounds so hollow for them, but
they're nefarious.
They're pretty nefarious.
And they're still pretty ambiguous, and not much is known by any of the current characters. They do seem to have their hands in just about every plot. Part of Tiamat for sure, and it seems even with, we saw them in Strahd and with the Amber, there's a good chance we're going to see them a bit more. They are... They're a huge force in Toril.
Yeah, and just to be completely on the nose, because you're watching these lore videos, you kind of want to be, in the inner circle of trust, sort of the Venn diagram of trust.
Here you are.
My character, Tuesday Night, Killian, is 100% a red wizard on the run, so that's kind of half the fun. Kind of toying around with that and seeing how we can hint at that and then explore that a little more further.
Yep. Keep tuned in for that as it'll continue to come
Andrew.
up.
What are you talking about?
Hey, buddy.
Shh, we're doing Maclore 1997, man. You want in on
Do
this?
you want to tell him some stuff?
Yeah, come on in.
Okay.
What kind of
What
beers
do
did you bring?
It's Victory at Sea.
Nice.
Tell us something about the open threads that we have.
You probably have
Well, There's
There's the...
They do this. And they
There's
just
just a
get
bunch
everything.
of, they're wiggly like this. You gotta tie them up, tie them off.
They're not open anymore. Okay, see ya.
What other, so, alright, we covered red wizards, we covered Tiamat, we covered the shards of amber and what they are and mean.
There are bits of part of the Shards of Amber, and otherwise, as part of the fallout, we should say that it's been mentioned, Kothai currently, Oldeveld and Skyreach has been rebuilt. It's been built far larger. It's looking for one last component. So getting Skyreach and Oldeveld kind of back up into the sky as a flying fortress is at least an open thread for the current heroes.
Right. It might be a bit of a reach to get it back in the sky, but sorry, I was channeling Andrew's inner. I'm excited about that though. Skyreach is super cool, and I think we'll probably do Storm King's Thunder next, which I think does tie into our giant lore. Which I'm bummed that wasn't streamed. Our whole first campaign was off stream, but there was a lot of fun stuff that we established, like these giants they met in Oldeveld who were very Norse-like, and they had spirit quests. And
They
stuff.
helped them. There is a lot of things going on with where are the giants is one question. Why haven't we seen them? Will be one that's answered. Hopefully.
Yep, maybe.
I'm trying to think. Do we have any more
Any
open
other
threads? I'd say keep an eye out at least in Tuesdays for the words Martos, Axios, Diamine.
Oh, that was cool. That was from Genie in a Bottle, right? Or Wizard in a Bottle.
It was from Christina Aguilera. Keep an eye out for those two. These are things to just keep an eye out for, really.
Yep. Cool stuff. The Mac marches, if you've tuned into the first episode of that is the impetus behind that is what we were talking about earlier, the sort of martial force that's led pretty clearly by Caecilius. The characters just learned this, right? The characters, and that wasn't a huge reveal because he wasn't super tight with them, but they certainly knew who he was, or at least Nithbis did. So there's another thread that I think will be explored through there. So I think we kind of like the idea that, hey, all these threats have been apocalyptic and world-ending, but it'd also be kind of fun to visit a straight-up martial threat.
Yep, that's been a long-term goal that got sped up in a good way.
Yep, so that should be pretty neat. Anything else you could think of?
Nothing specifically. We still got Mordenkainen and now Big B running around doing various things throughout the plains, so who knows?
So good. All right, well, thanks for tuning in to MacLore 1997. We've enjoyed it.
Again, let us.
Yeah, that's
in post.
placeholder.
We're fixing it.
Just placeholder. See ya. Hey, y'all, we're back with another installment of MacLore 1997.
Forgot. It's MacLore 1997.
That's the title. And today we're going to talk about today. Like you're watching this multiple days. This is a disaster. But we're going to keep rolling because that's how we do. Going to talk about our Princes of the Apocalypse campaign. And if you're watching this on YouTube or catching up, Princes of the Apocalypse rolls into Castle Mac versus Elemental Evil because my man killed us all. Party wipe. It was great.
They killed themselves.
Yeah, we kind of did. I mean, if you watch it, there were some points that you were like, we could have saved it. Why don't you give us a setup for Princes of the Apocalypse?
Princes of the Apocalypse, the newly published remake of Temple of Elemental Evil. It started out, again, we had it takes place after our original campaign, Horde of the Dragon Queen, about a year and a half difference. Actually, no, I think it was about 2 years at this point. Year and a half to 2.
Yeah, it was about a year and a half.
Year and a half to 2. So, the Sword Coast is fairly devastated.
Right.
But adventurers were needed. And so we had the lovely characters. I'll start with this and then Stephen can say the other one. So, his character of Broderick Reinwald, an old non-commissioned officer who was a bard but had no vicious mockery or anything like that. That was far past his prime and looking for a good time to die. Had lived his life with his family and needed a bit to lead the other two a bit. Yeah.
Welcome back, friends. Somber day here at Castle Mac, as Whistler has fallen to the blade of a cambion, being carried by his Adonis, Hydaarion, pursuing the cambion that is carrying the Stone of Golorr into the sewers. We pick back up with our heroes as they enter a chamber not far from the entrance, and they can clearly see that the cambion has been cut off. The sounds of the city guards are echoing through the tunnels behind you. It doesn't sound like they've entered, but you hear a voice say, "All right, come on out!" And the cambion looks at you. It is wounded. It kind of stares at you all, and it's like, "You've already lost. The stone is mine. Leave it to me. Go turn yourselves in and get your friend resurrected."
You know we cannot do that.
I thought you might say that. Draws his blade again, kind of sort of staring at you. There's a river of sewage in the middle of the room.
Again.
That's brown. That's definitely doo-doo water.
That is 100% doo-doo water.
Thank you for pointing out the marker color that
Remove
he used.
Whistler from that.
Oh my god.
And he stares at you all and says, "And then it comes to this. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Again?
Who is still with us?"
You're not faking it to held by me, are you?
Try CPR, man. Don't invent
Try
the force.
that mouse to mouse. Fuck me.
Okay, what'd you get, Nami?
24.
Ooh.
Cool. Good thing you're not going to do anything with it.
Enid.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm going to be super helpful in this fight.
Okay. What'd you get?
9.
Okay, it goes like this. At the top of the initiative, Nami, he looks at you and he says, "Tend to your fallen friend." Both of you can roll a perception check if you'd like.
I would like.
Go ahead.
I rolled a 1. Ooh. I have an advantage, though.
Okay, re-roll it.
11.
Okay. You see when he says that, she sort of visibly jerks and kneels down and starts tending to Whistler. Which is strange because he's dead. You notice it as strange. Hydaarion, you are in fact focused on him, and I have this backwards yet again.
Yes.
How have I done that both times tonight and never before that?
10, I don't notice that.
You rolled a 10?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I thought
+2.
I thought you rolled something much worse than
I mean,
that. No,
it's
you do.
true.
Yes, you notice that. You notice that. You notice that on Nami's turn, you kneel down and tend to your friend who is quite obviously dead.
When you're tending to him, what are you doing? Just like...
Yeah, she just kind of brushes, his head, and yeah. I mean, it's really strange.
Yeah, no.
Your turn, Enid.
You get Hydaarion this turn, I get Eden, so that's how we're doing it.
What you got, Enid?
That's how far away he is from
Yes,
us?
he is.
Let's do that.
Go get him, yeah.
Yeah, as far as he can.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You got 35? No, just 30. Oh, well, that's it. Up to the doo-doo water.
You gonna dash through the doo-doo?
Through the banks of the doo-doo.
Through the muddy banks of the doo-doo.
How far can I throw a dagger?
You can throw it that far. It'll have disadvantage.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, roll it with disadvantage.
Jesus!
He, in fact, watches it as a ting, 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 ting. He's just like...
I think I would just start crying, like...
You weren't already?
Okay. It is his turn, and first he says, Nami, maybe it's time you left. Actually, he doesn't know your name. He doesn't say that. He just says, Darling, maybe it's time you left. And then he raises a hand, Amasa, Namasa. And a bolt of fire comes streaking towards you, Enid. And misses.
Does it hit Nami?
No, it doesn't. Hydaarion, your turn.
As an interact, can I kick Nami and snap her out of it?
As an interact, you could, but she has to take damage.
You gotta attack her.
You gotta attack her. Now, it can be an unarmed attack and slap her for 1 point of damage.
Make sure.
Hey, man, can you reclip your mic to be center? It's like way off there. Yeah. Clip it on the the collar. Yeah, perfect. What you got, dude?
I got jack shit. That's what I got.
Just slap her.
Give her a slap.
I'll slap her.
Okay.
It's not the
you can roll with advantage. She's not trying to avoid a hit.
I have no idea you're about to slap me.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like tending to Whistler, and you're standing up like, all right, I guess I'll get out of here.
Damage.
Go ahead and make a wisdom save. Might I suggest?
You got 3 bludgeoning damage coming at you.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yep.
14.
You free yourself of the charm. He slaps you, and you're just like, what am I doing? And you remember kind of his voice in your head, and you turn, and he's just like, disappointing. And Nami, it is your turn. Make sure to mark that.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was your action.
Bonus action. Did we take a short rest on the way down here?
Yeah, I said you guys found a little alcove
second
to
wind,
take a quick
I
breather.
have that back.
Okay.
So that's something.
Oh, we took a short rest on the way down?
Slightly.
I'm sorry, yeah, you were outside.
How many hit points could I have?
How many dice you got left?
48.
Have you spent any of them?
No.
Yeah, just roll 48 real quick and add... Wow, you got a big constitution. Just roll 48 and... You know what? You're probably back to full. Just spend them all and you're back to full.
Minus my 3.
Yeah. All right, you get to the banks of the muddy river. Nami, it is your turn.
He's here?
Yep.
It's 30.
I could dash all the way over
Okay,
there.
yeah, you can leap across the muddy river.
Don't miss your footing.
And I still get my sneak attack, I think, because I don't have...
No sneak attack here.
What about from the
my rakish whatever?
rakish audacity?
Yeah.
You 100% get sneak attack from that. Yes.
I pretty much
God, I
in
forgot
no
they're so good.
situation like...
Yeah, they're so good.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to fucking... I wish I had an advantage.
Anyone got any red beads left?
I do.
I already gave it to you.
Good.
Oh my god, yes, thank you. Oh my god, I love you.
It's not an advantage, it's a reroll.
Well, you can, yeah, that's a reroll. That's a player given
Thanks
one.
for letting me remember.
Ooh, this is so ugly.
Do it. Just absolutely.
That's
It's back on the menu.
10 plus 2. 12.
Okay. Yeah, you come up, and he drops to one knee.
And
He's looking pretty bad.
how much movement did I still have left?
Ooh, not much.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55.
You got one left. Okay. Because he doesn't get an attack of opportunity when you attack him, right? Yeah, because of your fancy footwork or whatever. Enid, it is your turn.
Wonderful. I can get to him with my movement.
You totally can. You do have to wade through the poo-poo.
That's fine.
Wade
I've done
through
it
the
before.
poo-poo.
I've done it before.
Watching Enid goop.
All right, you get up to him.
Would like to
That's the sound of your foot
grasp him.
coming in and out of the poop
Getting the
water.
shocker.
How many feet did I go?
You have gone your maximum.
Plus 5. So
He is wearing metal armor. I showed you the picture. He is 100% wearing scale mail. You get to roll with advantage on shocking grasp on him.
Jesus.
What'd you get?
12 plus a 6.
That is a hit. I lied. That is not a hit. An 18 is not a hit. I'm sorry.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry to
You
get your
said it
hopes
first,
up.
though. You said it
Yeah,
first. You said it
I know.
first.
No take backsies!
I did say it first, but unfortunately, no.
It hits, it just doesn't penetrate.
Yeah. Raises his long sword and slashes down at you twice, Enid.
See ya.
Those are
Oh
both
my
hits.
god.
Oh,
Those are both hits.
17.
17.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Double 17 all the way.
Snag it.
17 swagger. Oh.
You take 25 points of damage.
I've got one left.
God. Enid drops to one knee, slashes again, and she cries out in pain. The butterflies now disappear.
Butterflies fly away.
Hydaarion, your turn.
Alright, last spell slot. Zephyr Strike on myself. And we're gonna get up. Right in his grill.
Right in his grill. No more advantages left.
I'm at
Nothing.
advantage.
You have your last advantage right here. How many spell slots do you have? 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now here we go.
17 plus 4, 21.
That is a hit, sir.
Fuck me.
7 plus
7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Okay. You come up, just trident into his side. Armor plates buckle and fall to the ground. He is still standing, Nami. You gonna move up? Get in
Yeah.
there?
Oh yeah.
That is a hit.
Do it. You got 8 showing.
10 points. And then,
Raven.
oh, okay.
How do you kill? How do you kill this Cambion?
He's like on his.
Oh,
is he,
he's
like,
hurt.
down?
He and Enid are both like staring at each other, brutally wounded.
I think I'd like hold his head and look in his eyes and be like,
Leave me alone.
for Whistler. And I'd shove my blade through his mouth and up through the top of his head.
He kind of stares at you. He tries to speak, but he can't form the words before you see the light sort of... And he falls down backwards. And you pick up the satchel with the Stone of Golorr. And as you pick it up, you feel this sinister malevolence behind it. Almost like a voice at the end of your perception. And as you rise to your feet, you have a brief vision of massive doors underground with dwarven runes on them. The vision fades for a second. Back again, you see a tower somewhere in Waterdeep. Vision fades again. You hear a voice echoing. All right, we have you surrounded. Come out now. There is but one way out, and so reluctantly, you pick up Whistler.
I think I'd pick his ass up and
Yeah.
drag him out to the city guard.
All right, you do. You drag a dead devil and Whistler, and you step outside, blinking into the light, and there you see 24 city guard standing with their spears at the ready. Standing in front of them, you see Barnabas Blastwind, flanked by Sergeant Crowley, and flanking them, 2 mages in white robes that look like they're ready to cast a spell against you. And Barnabas steps forward, looks at you all. It seems your onion errand took an unexpected turn. Finders of the Deep Incorporated Adventuring Party, you are hereby under arrest for violating the Code Legal of Waterdeep. Charges include assault and murder, both justified and otherwise, brandishing weapons without cause, espionage, hampering justice, and damaging property. Your case will be heard and, if found guilty, sentenced by a magistrate in due time. Do it. Both mages and silence around you as the guard pour in and grab you all, wrestle you all into manacles. And there, ladies and gentlemen, with the sad death of Whistler behind us, and the heroes now in custody, we'll have to see what happens next in 2 weeks, because next Sunday we are off from Waterdeep Dragon Heist again, but we will wrap up our Blue Alley adventure, so you can join us again in 2 weeks to find out what happens and what new character Sean will be rolling up. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining us.